off basically. Took the weekend off. I didn't think it was necessary to come on the live for the weekend. It was Labor Day. People should have been enjoying time with their family. But sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes it doesn't happen when people actually enjoy themselves with their family on these weekends. Some people probably still had to work, so that's the crazy thing. But remember that Donald Trump at one point did say that Americans get too many holidays off. So imagine that. Imagine that. A person that golfs all the time trying to critique and tell people like, hey, you are you're getting too many days off. Mind you, and it's funny because I was talking about this when it comes to like our representation, right? So Donald Trump tells people, "Oh, we got too many holidays to work," but that doesn't seem to be a concern for Congress when you look at it, right? Because for some reason, and this is something I don't understand. I don't understand is it just that people in this country just don't know. People don't know how Congress works. People don't know how Congress gets paid. Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Is it that people don't know how people get paid or what it is? Because it's just like the more you talk to people, the more out of the loop they seem to be when it comes to talking about our representation or certain states' representation. I saw something earlier today. It was just like, yo, when have you ever seen a large Republican city? When have you seen a very large Republican city? Like that's Republican. Why is it that all big cities tend to go Democratic? Or why is that? Why is it that some of the biggest cities we have tend to go Democratic? They don't go Republican. Because if you think about it, there's no Republican. What's the a Republican super city? Like us, a big city. Like they have big cities, but not to the point of like, yeah, you're gonna say you're a major metropolis or something. Yeah, it's a big city, but nothing of the major sort. But at the same time, it's just like Republicans don't seem to understand that they have representation that is getting paid well, while Republicans don't get shit. Republicans get subsidized for the thing, and then Republicans want to subsidize their representation. Because if you look at it, let's take let's take the viewpoint of, let's say, Mike Johnson, right? Congress gets paid $174,000 a year. 174,000. Let me say that again. 174,000 a year. I know that if you here right now, you ain't making 174,000. This isn't a get rich quick scheme. This isn't a I'm gonna help you get to 100. No, that's none of that. I'm just trying to educate people on the fact that it's just like, how long have you been working for as any individual here? How long have y'all been working for? How long did it take you to get to $174,000 in earnings? I'm just asking, like, how long does it take a regular American taxpayer to get to $174,000? And I'm just saying, because the thing is I'm just trying to calculate it. Because the thing is most people, if you look at it, work about 300 plus days a year. Easily, everybody works 300 plus days a year, right? But most people don't get paid 174,000. Shit, even working 300 days, some people don't even get paid 74,000. So it's just interesting to me because you see that and you see how it's construed that it's made hard and difficult by immigrants because that's the Republican mantra. The Republican mantra is always, hey, let's blame everybody but ourselves. Let's blame everybody besides the people that are actually proposing the bills, passing the bills, raising taxes, making it that government is more involved than it actually is. Because if you notice, Republicans are always the ones that are saying, hey, we don't want more government. We want small government. But then every single bill that they pass is some way or another the government reaching deeper into your pockets and making it so that you have less to use. So that's why I've always found it interesting that it's always Republicans are always voting against their own. I don't even know. I can't even say their own interests because most of the time you don't know what MAGA wants. You don't know what MAGA want. You don't know what Republicans want. It's a mix in between, oh, we want this and we want that, but at the same time, it's contradictory to the same issues. So you're contradicting yourself at the same time saying, oh, I would like to achieve this or I would like to have that. But then in actuality, you notice that that doesn't happen. If you start paying attention now, a lot of people ain't paying attention to the fact that it's just like, have you noticed all the red states and what they're passing right now? Have you noticed all the bills they've been passing? You notice how the Republicans have no way of mentioning and have not said anything, or MAGA, as to how their representation is more worried about gerrymandering their state or gerrymandering seats than it is to actually passing bills that would actually help the state. You notice that? Because that's the issue that happened in Texas, right? Because Texas, they even threatened to arrest the lawmakers. They threatened to jail them for not speaking, for not being able to speak out, right? So, or because they left. But you didn't see any actions towards Rafael Cruz when he decided to go to Cancun. Everybody loves Cancun, especially when it's freezing outside. Everybody loves to go to Cancun, but there was nothing done there. Yet, remember when there was the flood relief and all that stuff? Not one Republican person in that constituency was concerned about the people that needed help. It was more concerned with making sure Donald Trump got what he needed, not what the people of Texas needed. What did Donald Trump need? What did Donald Trump? And speaking of Donald Trump, everybody's talking about if he passed away, was it Weekend on Bernie's or whatever the case may be. If y'all haven't, that's an older movie, and I think they need to like highlight it more. I don't think enough people understand the reference of Weekend at Bernie's. I don't think enough people understand that reference. So that's why I think people need to start making more videos of it just to show what Weekend at Bernie's is so that people can actually understand what people are saying that. Because I've seen videos doing it and I know it's flying over people's heads like Weekend at Bernie's. What is this? Like, what is he talking about? Why is everybody referencing Weekend at Bernie's? Who's this guy with the glasses being carried by two dudes? Well, the news is ongoing. We don't know. Everybody's talking about we've only seen pictures of the dude. We haven't seen them in person, or it's only photos we've seen. Somebody said that they saw the motorcade driving by with the motorcade and it had the ambulance in there, even though it's part of it supposedly all the time. Because most of the time I don't see the ambulance in those motorcades. Usually not a part of it because you have those vehicles and those vehicles are fully decked out. So, yo, Vegas, my man. I was just like, no, I don't believe everything on TikTok. But I just find it funny that it's just like everybody's saying this. But you know what's funny? The funniest thing about it is how come Republicans and MAGA ain't saying shit like when Joe Biden went missing? MAGA awfully quiet. Republicans is awfully quiet. What? I remember all the hoop and hollering because oh my god, we haven't seen Joe Biden. Is Joe Biden alive? Do I need to vote for Joe Biden? Someone please find Joe Biden. Wasn't that what I was doing? Wasn't that what MAGA was highlighting? It's like it's the hypocrisy of MAGA and Republicans that drives me fucking nuts. That's the hypocrisy. That's the worst part about it. Cause yo, tell me how come none of MAGA has said anything about his health? Shit, remember Joe Biden was stuttering and people were concerned. My man got a whole mark on his hand. What does he got like what is it? Yeah, y'all seen the fucking what is it? Pirates of the Caribbean when Jack Sparrow got the black spot? Is that what he got? Is that what he got on his hand? He got the black spot on his hand? Or what's the other one? It was just like what's the other one that is just like associated with that is just like they have a mark on their hand. And it's just like it's interesting because he got a marked hand, swollen hands, swollen ankles. You can see that his face is always makeup. Like always makeup. Like his skin looks like if you notice how bad they do the makeup, If you're gonna spray tan, at least get the people to do the spray tan correctly. You are the United States President of America. How the fuck is it that you build a studio in the White House? Because you know that's what Pete Hegseth wanted, to make sure that they could get their fucking makeup and everything done correctly. But you mean to tell me you can't fucking do the president's makeup correctly? Like, come on, bruh. You the president of the United States. Why is it that your face orange and the fucking side of your ears and the side of your neck is white? That shit just don't add up. You mean to tell me y'all couldn't have sprayed them? Shit, y'all were able to put on fucking, what was it, maxi pads on your ears when he supposedly got shot on his ear. But all of a sudden y'all can't spray tan him correctly on his fucking thing? Like, come on now. That shit make no sense. Y'all got all these people, and the crazy thing is that all these people are there. You got nothing but newscasters. You got nothing but newscasters. You know what that is? You got nothing but newscasters in the administration. Everybody works for Fox News or had some part in Fox News or took part in Fox News. Something of the sort took care of Fox News, right? But somehow y'all don't know how to do makeup. You got your president looking all mishap, like patches on his hand, messed up face, but at the same time, where is MAGA talking about his health? Because remember, Joe Biden was unfit to lead this country because y'all hadn't seen him for a couple of days. Imagine the man that is always tweeting left and right, talking shit about this person, talking about cleaning the streets, talking about this goes quiet. And then they put out a little tweet, and the tweet is just like two little quick words. Like, come on, bruh. Like, where is MAGA talking about his health? Because Joe Biden was supposed to leave the presidency because of his health, but Donald Trump, you can clearly see, has health issues. You can clearly see he's old. The man is old. There's no denying that. There's no denying that. But you mean to tell me that this man is that old that you can't do his makeup right, can't even cover his face right, and then you don't question his health? Joe Biden, I think, had cancer from the get. Once y'all started seeing less of Joe Biden, that's when I think he probably got that information and they were just like, oh, okay. It was just like it's only been a couple of days and people acting like he's been around. It was just like he's been gone for a couple of days. The man that is always talking shit, always golfing. That's kind of weird when you a person that's always in the spotlight trying to talk shit about somebody, and then for a couple of days you just decide to go quiet. Everybody starts talking about his health, but nobody talks about his health besides MAGA, because MAGA don't want to talk about that. MAGA don't want to talk about everything that they tried to ridicule a Democratic president for. MAGA would just be quick to just be like, "Oh, we didn't see that." Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, yeah. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the hypocrisy. Let's talk about the hypocrisy, MAGA. I was just like, why aren't y'all on the fucking Republicans' ass about this man's health? Y'all should be checking on this man's health. Y'all should be talking about this man's health. Y'all was so concerned with Joe Biden because Joe Biden was this, and it's just like, oh my God. It's just like, oh my God, Barton paid for by Joe Soros. Imagine that. You know what the funny thing is about all you Republicans and MAGA? Imagine the fact that you are mad at the fact that the Democratic Party was paying Democratic creators to actually talk about Democratic ideologies. Imagine that. Yet you have a couple of fucking creators that were tagged with Russian propaganda, right? So you're not mad at the fact that Republicans are paying or getting paid by Russians to do propaganda, but then when Democrats spend their money to spend Democratic stuff, it's a problem. It wasn't a problem when Elon Musk spent $225 to make y'all ignorant asses believe that he was going to help you, but that wasn't a problem. But then if content creators that go against you are getting paid, you upset. The fact that none of the Republican people are getting paid is crazy, isn't it? I was just like, oh my god, look, it's somebody that's racist. Oh my god, wow. Imagine that. Imagine thinking that you're gonna be safe. Cause look at you. Who's that? Your pawpaw, your granddad. I can't wait for you not to have Medicare. Can't wait for your nursing home to close. I can't wait for your fucking pharmacist to fucking not have any fucking medication for you for free. I can't wait for that to happen. That's crazy. It's funny though. No, no, you don't gotta worry about that. She could try to be that. She could try to say that. No, just like it's okay. It's okay because look at her age and look at who she's in her picture with. Y'all think y'all gonna survive this? It's okay though. Just believe what you want to believe because I'm gonna be in an orange jumpsuit. At least I ain't gonna be in a fucking coffin. So hey, if that's what you want to say, that's cool with me. Shit, you're gonna be in an orange jumpsuit. A United States citizen that's an army veteran with a fucking master's degree. Yeah, let's see how quickly I'm gonna end up in an orange jumpsuit before you end up in a coffin. We're just like, come on, man. Are you fucking serious? Like that's what MAGA goes to. Y'all think y'all gonna threaten people and scare people? It's not even that. The thing is that they can try to insult, but it's you that's gonna end, not me. I'm not on Medicare or Medicaid. I'm on neither one of those. I'm not. I don't have to worry about paid prescriptions. On the other hand, most Republicans do. On the other hand, most Republicans don't understand that that hospital and that shit that you have ain't gonna exist no more. It was just like it's funny because the people think that they live out in the middle of nowhere because they don't have nothing and stuff like that. You're gonna run out of shit. You're gonna get old. You're not gonna be able to move around. You're gonna get sick. And then when you go to that hospital, oh shit, they closed it down. Why? Because we didn't have any fucking money. Damn. I guess that's a sad story for y'all. But it's okay though, because your racism will show. It it's funny running into these people because it's like, damn. So you racist and a pedophile supporter. That's wild. That's a wild combination to be. You in the closet, racist, and then you fucking a pedophile supporter. That's crazy. Wow, man. It was just like it's crazy because the thing is just like y'all not successful. Y'all can't come up with anything viable. Can't come up with anything viable. Bro, he looking like oh man. It's funny the hypocrisy because that's what I'm saying. It's the hypocrisy of MAGA. It's just like you don't hear anything about them talking about. You notice how they haven't said anything about his health, right? Nothing about his health. Nothing about his health. They haven't said anything about the National Guard wasting fucking money. Matter of fact, the fact that the National Guard hasn't been paid yet because they're only going to work them for 29 days, then they're going to stop them so that they don't actually have to pay them the full amount. But most people don't know that. But, MAGA's so fucking concerned with it. That's crazy. You know what the funniest thing about that is? Is that this is how much Republicans don't even like MAGA. Think about it like this. Donald Trump is so concerned with making sure that the Democratic state cities are so clean that he don't give a fuck about the red ones. Imagine that. Imagine your own president said, yo, my priority is to make sure blue cities are clean before red ones are. Ain't that crazy? Isn't that crazy that a bigger priority to clean the streets is the fucking Democratic cities than the Republican ones? Even though Gavin Newsom already showed and did a press conference highlighting how all of MAGA Republican leadership happens to have the higher crime rate than the state of California. Mind you, California has the biggest population. So the state with the highest population has a lesser crime rate than Alabama, Mississippi, West Virginia. Like, that's crazy. Bro, that's the thing. America got so distracted by the fact that they supposedly couldn't find the Epstein list that they forgot that their cities had more crime than the fucking blue cities. That's crazy that per capita, meaning by the amount of people. So there should be more crime in California if you think about it in a smart way, saying basically, oh, they have a bigger population. They should have a bigger crime rate. No, the bigger crime rate comes from red states that don't tread on me states. How come y'all ain't the first ones to be taken care of? How come y'all ain't pushing to make sure your city's getting the National Guard? Matter of fact, why is it that you are making sure that your National Guard is being shipped to another place instead of cleaning up your own state? I just don't understand that. I just don't understand that thinking that it's just like, it's crazy. We're gonna be a Republican state, right? We're gonna be a state that we didn't even send help when it came to tornadoes or floods to other states. But we're gonna send our National Guard to DC to pick up trash. Because the thing is you can't say that the National Guard is there to actually do police work. Because the thing is they're not authorized to do police work. So literally, it's just a dog and pony show. And if you're a veteran and you're in the military, you understand the dog and pony show. You understand that. Oh shit, we got the fucking we got the higher ups coming in through. They coming through this week. We gotta make sure to clean, make sure this shit is nice, make sure this shit like come on, bro. Everybody in the military knows that shit. Everybody in the military knows that if you get put on a detail and all you doing is fucking cleaning, it's cause you ain't have nothing else to do. There's nothing else for those soldiers to be doing. All they're doing is wasting time picking up trash. You mean to tell me that the city of Washington, D.C. can't even afford to pick up its own trash, that they had to fucking subsidize? Imagine subsidize. That's the Republican thing to do. We're gonna subsidize whatever we can to make a money to not pay people. We're gonna subsidize another fucking state's fucking manpower to bring them over here because we cut funding within our own city to clean our streets. But we're gonna go and get another Republican state that can't afford to do it to themselves to fucking go and pick up their trash. You can't make this shit up. You really can't make this shit up. I was just like, that's wild. Everybody knows that if you were in the military, and I know I can see, I see the time to lean is time to clean. Everybody knows if you in the military and your ass is out in the street picking trash or you out in your installation picking trash, that means that you had nothing of priority to do. You had nothing specific to do. They basically said you need to look busy, so I need to make sure you're doing something. And the busiest work you could do is as a uniformed service member, be in a uniform already and then put a fucking reflective belt or reflective vest. Like, bro, that just allowed veterans to clown them even more. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, nobody's gonna notice you're the only people in military uniform. Only people in military uniform. Only people that are carrying weapons. And you need a fucking reflective vest? They wear PT belts, so that was disappointing. I found that disappointing that they didn't have PT belts. I found it very disappointing when I didn't see the PT belts. I was hoping PT belts, but they went for the whole vest because it's just like you have these people picking up trash, spreading mulch. For what reason exactly? Oh yeah, to clean up the streets. Are the is Louisiana's streets clean? Alabama, Mississippi, West Virginia, and any of those red states have clean streets? Because I don't think any of them have clean streets. Oh no, we know it's area beautification, but for Republicans and MAGA, it's called fighting crime. Cause the fucking Snickers wrapper that was gonna hit you because the wind blew was such a fucking threat. The fucking empty soda can that rolled onto the street was gonna cause a mass fucking like, come on, man. Y'all can't even believe yourselves why y'all sent these people here. Y'all still don't know. I'm just like red states, blue cities. Yet, what difference does it make? It's still a red state, right? So funny how most of these big cities that actually take care of people provide more assistance to their people that live in there are somehow the bad ones. But yet it's the red part of those red states, not the blue ones that are struggling. So why is it that even the blue cities in the red state seem to be doing better than the red cities in the red state? Damn, imagine coming on here to just be on my nuts. That's wild. Imagine that. Imagine coming onto another grown man's live to just be on his nuts. That's wild. That's crazy. It's crazy how they come up to be like, oh my God. It's just like, bro, you came and stopped. You decided that, yo, I'm gonna scroll on TikTok and I'm gonna decide that, you know what? I'm gonna join so I can watch another grown ass man talk. And that's not kind of suspect to you? You don't find that kind of weird?
Exactly.
Like a little? Just a little bit. Because I know sometimes y'all can't comprehend it. It still gets
I realize it's like all of these people, they just love to get on lives where they just want to try and be able to troll, and when they can't troll, they're just sitting there just mad as fuck for
and
no
they
reason.
just mad because the thing is they think that coming in here, they think I must be one of these other regular content creators that's just gonna be like, oh my God, I'm gonna get so upset, I'm gonna crash out, and I'm gonna say something so you can report. No, we already know y'all stupid. There's no need for that. There's no need to deliberate on that. We understand that the best you can do is try to report somebody because you can't actually compete against them.
Hmm.
That's the Republican way. It's the Republican way. If the competition's getting tough, I'ma cry DEI.
Hmm.
Somebody's actually
Honestly,
working harder than me, DEI.
somebody actually got what they were qualified for, and I didn't.
DEI. DEI. For everything it's an excuse. It was just like every single time it's an excuse. It was just like everybody's like, oh my God. Imagine saying that you live in DC and are crying about the crime, yet you were able to go, haven't been mugged, don't worry about this shit. And it's just like what? Stephen Miller told you there was crime? A person that doesn't even live there either?
Exactly.
Imagine being told by people that don't live where you live at that there's massive crime. Like everybody in a red state that lives in the middle of fucking nowhere is gonna complain, oh my God, New York City's crime is fucking out of this world. Los Angeles has lost its mind. Like, bro, mind your fucking business.
Right?
Why y'all worried about another state?
Exactly.
He said my truck has broken into multiple times. But nobody wants your bullshit ass car. I was just like, why are you lying about your car, bro? I was just
If
like,
this
the
got
man.
like
Mind
if
your
this
business.
got broken into multiple times, my concern is like, what the hell are you doing?
They're just like so. My thing is you know what? My car has been broken into multiple times. I'm not gonna get a fucking security system for it, or find a way to fucking lock it up better, or find a way to make sure to get a dash cam or something so that people can see and I can record when they're breaking it. No, I'm gonna call in the National Guard. Get your dumb ass. Get the fuck out of here, bro. It's just like, are you fucking serious? It was just like, how do you get it? Like, you mean to tell me your vehicle has been broken into multiple times and you haven't figured out a way to stop it?
Right?
Appreciate you,
Like you
plot.
haven't done anything at all.
How,
You could have done
how,
plenty of things.
that's the. Well, let me guess. You're gonna blame it on an immigrant, but you ain't gonna blame it on the cops for doing anything. Like you ain't gonna blame it on yourself that you have had your vehicle broken into multiple times and you have not come up with any kind of recourse to fix it.
Shoot.
It was just
Yeah.
like, bro, you see, it's funny. I love to catch these YNs doing it. You couldn't even catch the four people doing it before. What makes you think you actually gonna do something if you actually see them robbing it?
Exactly.
Like now, all of a sudden, he's a tough guy. What? Because the National Guard is around, or you got the fucking Washington, the DC police around you. That's not now you have like, now you're the tough guy because it's just like, oh, I got the National Guard watching my vehicle. No, brother, they cleaning trash. They not there for you. Like it was just like if you seen the people rob them, that means you were too bitch made to stop them 4 different times. If you
Right.
too bitch made to stop them 4 different times, bro, the crime isn't the problem. You are.
Exactly.
Because they already know, oh, he's a bitch. Bitch again. Bitch 3 times. Shit, might as well try the fourth. And they still got into the fucking car. Imagine that. They knew your ass is a prime target. It's not even that. It's not even that crime is bad. They already know your dumb ass will get robbed. They already know it. Yo, Deja, I appreciate you. It's like, imagine being, yo, my man, imagine being that dumb that you got robbed 4 times and didn't figure out, maybe I should start carrying. Maybe I should have something. Maybe even a dash cam. Like, doesn't TikTok have like tons of fucking 4K dash cams that you can record into and you can even watch it from your phone? So you can literally set up a dash cam in your truck to catch these people doing it, but you hear crying about, oh my God, oh my God, they robbed me for that time. Like, come on, bro. I bet you ain't even filed a report for any one of those 4 times either. You just took the L like an idiot. you know he did, Vegas.
Mhm.
You know it. You know he ain't even called the cops all 4 times he got broken into his vehicle, and then he's gonna blame. Oh my God, this city's fucking terrible. We need the National Guard. Like, come on, bro. Like, are you dumb or something, bro? Bro, ain't nobody gonna live up that kind of stupidity that you get robbed 4 times.
Mhm.
Nobody's gonna let you up here, bro. So just go take that dumbass self to somewhere else. Ain't nobody letting you up when you got robbed 4 times. And it's probably the same people doing it too. Because they saw, damn, he left his shit open again. Oh, he parked it.
It's
Like,
probably
come
his
on,
homeboy.
bro.
It's probably his homeboy. It's probably that. That's who's doing it every time. Like he gonna fix it anyway. I might as well just do it.
I was like, nah,
Tell
it's all
you.
right. That's what I'm saying. It was just like, it's funny how his city is so dangerous, but then you still decide to live there? Why didn't you
Exactly.
move? Can't afford to move to a nicer place?
Because you
Because I
know
know
he
that
gonna.
nicer. Go ahead, go ahead. No, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying because you know he gonna say he got plenty of money.
Yeah,
He gonna.
that's what I'm saying. He lives in DC, right? He's stacked with money, so he should be able to move.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, out of all that, imagine taking it as being blamed, bro. When it happens one time, that's not a thing. When it happens 2 times, then it's just something else. But damn, 4 fucking times. So you had the inability to change what you thought would actually make a deterrence 4 different times. So you didn't move, didn't get a fucking alarm system, didn't park in a garage. And what do you want people to do? You want somebody? You want what? The National Guard to fucking put somebody to fucking pull 24 more security on your shit too? That's what you want the taxpayer dollar to do? Why can't you do that? Why can't you take care of your own property? Why you got another person taking care of it? The same people that always want nothing to do with government want the government to watch their shit. That's crazy. So now you want us to send police to take care of you, but you don't want no extra government. That's always that ass backwards fucking thought process that these people have. It's just like, come on now, like, come on now, bro. That I can't look. There's no assuming of viewpoint on government. You got robbed 4 times and you haven't done anything about it. I already know what your viewpoint is. It's stupid. That's it. There's no need to fucking deliberate about that. You got robbed 4 different times. Four different
Exactly.
times. And I bet you your truck, what kind of truck you got? Because I bet you ain't even no 2025. That shit is probably like a 20 fucking 12 fucking two-door with fucking the fucking back hatch fucking hanging off. And they just seen, oh man, this probably dude ain't got shit. The dude talking all this trash. Oh, look, a 2017 Tahoe.
So Jay came up in here to so talk mess and don't even know what the hell the subject is. For real. Wow.
Bro, ain't nobody breaking into no 2017 Tahoe, bro. Ain't nobody breaking into no 2017 Tahoe no more. It's a 2017. People look at a 2017 and be like, damn, this dude has had this shit for some time. He ain't got nothing else. Ain't no need to rob this dude. What the fuck am I gonna get out of here?
Mm-hmm.
Some beat up leather seats? Like, come on, man. A 2017? What is it? At least an LTZ? Oh, it's lifted and has wheels because you have to compensate for the other half. Got it. It's okay. It's it's okay. That's all you have to lift it, right? You have to put it like, let me guess, you're like fucking 4'3", and you needed to make sure you had that big truck to make sure you look, I'm mega as fuck, right? Lifted truck. Fuck out of here, man. I was like, bro, you in Washington D.C. riding around in a 2017 Chevy Tahoe, supposedly fully loaded. These people come up with whatever excuse to try to act tough and act cool like they fun the place. Ain't nobody robbing you for no 2017 Tahoe. Imagine you got robbed 4 different times in the same fucking vehicle.
Shoot. The same old ass vehicle.
Jay, does being on somebody else's nuts make you feel manly? I don't know because you just came in and just straight jumped on my nuts, and I'm trying to. Does that make you manly? Does that make you tough? That's what makes you cool. Just hopping on somebody else's nuts. You chose everybody to come in here and said, you know what? I'm gonna jump on this one's nuts, and I'm gonna just stay
Mm-hmm.
here. Defending bro from you clowning him. Maybe bro should learn because I'm not clowning him. I'm just speaking the truth. So basically, you have to defend another grown ass man. Look how that sounds. And then you wonder why he got robbed 4 different times. He said that, not me. I didn't say I got robbed. He said he got robbed 4 different times. And now you got another grown ass man in here trying to defend a grown ass man that got robbed 4 times. Don't you think that's the problem when he got robbed 4 damn times? Because you had to come and defend him?
Exactly.
Mm, mm,
Jay, all up in the Kool-Aid, don't even know
mm.
the full.
Ain't nobody trying to defend it. That's a nice whip. A 2017 Tahoe, those are the nicest built ones. But you're not gonna tell me you got robbed 4 times and then you have to have another man defend you to do that and then wonder why you got robbed 4 damn times. Bro, you yourself trying to defend somebody and you know if somebody fucking robbed you 4 times.
It's a simple thing though. Jay, if he's
No, no,
coming here talking,
it's not even the talk of moving the goalpost. He's trying to move the goalpost because he just realized the fact that he's having to defend another grown ass man. So he wants to change the subject to get off of that.
and
Is
he's
that your
failing
man?
miserably.
Because if it's your man, then come in and see.
Yeah.
If that's your boo, just say that. So then that way we understand why you coming to defend another grown ass man. Then it makes sense. But
Like
otherwise, you coming in talking shit, trying to talk to another grown ass man about another grown ass man shit that another grown ass man can't take care of.
shoot.
Explain.
It's like if y'all together just say that. Like it's not like come on.
It's okay to say you ashamed at the fact that you got beat 4 times. It's okay.
Mhm.
I don't know many people that get robbed 4 times.
From the same vehicle.
There's no need to explain. You said what you said. You said you got robbed 4 times. Like, and what you want to come up so you can try to clarify yourself? Come on, bro. Go find Donald Trump, bro. Go find Donald Trump. Go go
Because we know that was not
go
him.
go do the makeup job on his hand or some shit. Cause it says same place, same time, same car, and you haven't done anything differently 4 different times. Like, come on, bro.
Like
But how
there's no
about Joe Biden's health? How about Joe Biden's health? My man, I don't have to cope because the thing is I don't have to worry about getting robbed. Never been robbed. I grew up in New York City. Never been robbed. I live in a house now. I got 2 cars. I have my own home. I'm not worried about getting robbed. Maybe you should pull yourself up by the bootstraps and do better and get yourself out that situation. The fuck you mad at me for? You mad at here come in talking shit to me when you're the one that got robbed 4 fucking times. I haven't been robbed 4 fucking times. That's why I'm talking the shit I am. Oh, now I'm a little boy. A little boy talking to a man that got robbed 4 times? How you clown yourself, bro? Hey, catastrophic. That's what I'm saying. The man himself said he got robbed 4 times. Now all of a sudden, it's just I'm making assumptions. No, bro, you stated this. You came in and roasted yourself. I was just trying to confirm it for you. You mad at me for confirming? How you mad at me because I'm confirming your story that you told me? That's some mega shit right there. I'm gonna blame everybody but myself for being robbed. I'm gonna blame a guy that jumps on TikTok that's talking. I'm gonna stop what I'm doing. I'm gonna join his live, tell him about how I got robbed, and say he's making assumptions about being robbed. Imagine that. What kind of fucking twisted mental gymnastics did you just put? This motherfucker tried to Jedi mind trick me just now on stupidity. Like, bro, it ain't gonna work here. Go somewhere else with that. That shit is not gonna work. Ain't nobody talking about getting robbed 4 times, trying to talk about I live in a crime infested place that I got robbed 4 times, but I haven't done shit to change it.
Right. Didn't move, didn't do
And then
anything.
and then you still got another grown ass man trying to defend him. Bro, y'all dating. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I never seen it. This is the first time I've seen another grown ass man jump in front of another grown ass man and trying to defend him on TikTok. Have you seen that, Vegas? Because I've never seen that shit before.
Not really. Mm-mm.
I have never seen another shit unless they're defending Donald Trump. Then that's the only other time I've seen him jump in. But that's usually because they're talking about him, not an actual other person doing it there. Like that's crazy,
I just want them to
man.
know.
Yeah.
I want them to know though, like while they're going ahead and defending each other and just basically confirming their relationship, I hope they let their wives know. I just want you to be sure. I hope you let your wives know that y'all fucking. I mean,
Man, these people are clowns, man. It's like, why is it that Republic? Like, how do y'all move forward with yourselves, man? How do y'all move forward that y'all have to depend on another person to take care of y'all? Like, how is it that y'all live with yourselves? Every single thing possible, y'all have to find another person to fucking blame or another person to take care of you, but then you don't blame yourself.
hmm every damn time.
Like I voted for Donald Trump, but I don't agree with his policies, so you were stupid. Okay, then say that. You could have started the conversation with that, and we would have skipped a whole bunch of it.
hmm Because then I just got you had
Imagine that a person said, "I've noticed you never go to a job." You know why? Because I live in a community where I don't get robbed at. I've made enough money that I can continue to not have to work. I serve this country. I'm a disabled veteran, and I have my master's degree. Clearly, you don't need to see me at work because I can work all the damn time and still make money and still be here, and you'll still be on my nuts. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that you mad at me. Imagine yo, imagine that's your diss. I've never seen you go to a job Because I don't got to work, bro. You
Exactly.
you think I got all this shit? And you think I stream off of this fucking camera? You think I got this microphone? Think I got this microphone because I didn't have the money to do so? No, bro. I'm not a man that's concerned with what another man is fucking doing. I'm not Jay here trying to fucking defend another man. I'm not fucking Taco here that's being robbed 4 fucking times. I took care of my shit, was man enough to join the fucking military, served in the fucking military, deployed in the military, and didn't concern myself with another fucking grown ass man taking care of me. I took care of my own self, took care of my own family, bought my own fucking house, bought my own fucking cars. Unlike here, you still on my nuts. Maybe if you were to get off of other dudes' nuts and pay attention to your own shit, you wouldn't get fucking robbed multiple times and you wouldn't be glazing another fucking man.
Exactly.
That's crazy. That's crazy that I actually pulled myself up by the bootstraps, literally. The military bootstraps. I bet you can't say that shit because what? You were too manly to join? You were too manly that you had to lift up your truck?
What he had bones first too? Shit.
Come on, bro. No. That's the thing with MAGA. Y'all try to be funny, and then the thing is y'all get fucking ridiculed. I'm just like, you ain't do shit. You haven't done shit. You haven't amounted to shit. Because of the fact that you worried about another grown ass man and what he does all day shows that this is why you in the problems you in right now. If you would take the time to get the fuck off my page and actually go and look up, hey, deterrent for not getting robbed, you might get somewhere. Maybe you don't have the fifth time happening. Oh, no, I forgot. Was because, the National Guard is there to protect you now and to lower all the fucking crime in DC by just posing and picking up trash that your streets are so much safer. But that's not fraud, waste, and abuse. That's not a waste of getting military service members to clean up trash.
Wasting them
How,
damn people. So
how you activate the National Guard to pick up trash, but don't activate them to fucking help your own cities with your fucking crime?
and it's all the cities that he's trying to do that to, they all have one thing in common. They have a black man.
It's funny. The thing is just like this dude is gonna be like, where did you serve? Like, bro, you look like you 12 in your picture. I know you ain't do no service, and you already glazing another grown ass man. So that already says enough about you. So I ain't even gotta waste my time. It was just like he. No, the thing is he cut funding for Washington D.C. to be cleaned up.
Mm.
He wants to control everything. So he got funding so much that he had to go and subsidize, because that's what Republicans love to do to their states. He had to subsidize another fucking governor's service members to pick up his trash. Now, if that isn't the fucking highest degree of bootlicking, I don't even know what the fuck is. You know the level of swallowing you have to do that you send your grown ass people to go pick up another man's trash?
Just to try and make them look like they're doing something.
Just to make it
It's
seem
that
like, oh, I'm your governor. I'm your governor. I've served in the United States Army, dude. That was just like, what? You want to hear I went to Afghanistan? I went to Iraq? Because that's what's going to make me tough? Yeah, you haven't served? You're just like, it's crazy. It's always the people who's just like, I don't know if I was deploying DC roll that. Eugene, what's up, my man? It's just like, it's funny to me because it's just like you have these people here and it's just like, you're going to tell me that you coming in here to try to ask me what I served and you never served a day in your life. Like, where do you
exactly.
think this conversation is going to lead for you?
It's like, go on, just sit your ass down. Don't say nothing else. Just don't.
It was just like, oh my God, Adam here is he can serve more than you, and I can tell you what you're wrong. So tell me what's right about sending somebody from a National Guard to go pick up trash, Adam. Are they fighting crime, Adam, since you know so fucking much? Please tell me. Please tell me that the National Guard is there actually fighting crime,
Please
since
tell
you
me.
know so fucking much. See, that's how I know you dumb. Because the thing is Title 32 does not give them the authority to work as police officers or arrest anybody in any capacity. They can only be there for administrative duties. So that's how I know you never served and you full of shit. Plain and simple. You don't even know what fucking Title 32 is, do you, Adam? What's Title 10, if you don't mind me asking, since you know so much also? My man scrambling right now. She's like, Google, what's Title 10? What's Title 32? I was just like, damn, I know so much, but I can't fucking answer that. And you answer wrong. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's funny because they like you come in and you try to attest to knowing what you're talking about, and then the thing is all you have to do is ask a specific fucking question, and you can't get an answer from them. Jay, you still haven't told me why you glazing another man and defending him. You still haven't answered that. I'm not making any assumptions. That's what's happening. That's what visualizing. Shit, Vegas sees it. Everybody else in the chat has seen that you've been glazing another man to try to defend him, but you haven't said why.
Not
You
one.
said because I was trying to clown him. And it was just like I was talking about him getting robbed 4 times, which he told us he got robbed 4 times. How am I clowning somebody for something they admitted happened to him?
Especially when he was trying to talk shit in the first place. Like, come on.
How you go? You came in hostile and received the same fucking energy, and then you're like, oh shit, this isn't the one. Let me try to backtrack and see like I'm defending him. Like, come on, bro. You clown this truck, yeah. I said nobody's fucking robbing a 2017 Chevy Tahoe nowadays. What you breaking into it 4 times for? If they were really breaking into it, they would have robbed it and they would have chopped the fucking vehicle. 4 times? They already knew they could rob them the first 2 times, so they figured the third and fourth times is just like, yeah, Pepsi. That's what I'm saying. They're just like, you know what's funny? It's funny how I got to answer the question, but he can't answer the question as to why what Title 32 or Title 10 is. But I have to go and waste my time with you, right? Like, come on, bro. You a fake. Yo, the amount of stolen valor that comes from fucking Republicans is wild. Always wanted to play fucking army because they were too bitch made to actually join.
Exactly.
And the thing is, this is funny because the thing is Vegas served, I served.
Yep.
We can both talk shit to veterans. Why? Because we actually went through the situation of being veterans. We actually understand what being a veteran is. We actually went and got put in a situation where it was just like, you know what? Oh shit, look, we got to pick up trash. Guess what?
Yep.
We ain't got shit else to do. So what do we get told to do? Pick up trash. Like, come on, bro. It ain't stupid. That's why I made that video, and all the veterans was just laughing. Everybody, look, most of my comments said, if it's time to lean, it's time to clean.
Yep.
Because veterans know. Veterans know you ain't got shit to do. What are you gonna do? Start cleaning. I was like, look busy. I don't care. We got to do the dog and pony show. Everybody knows the dog and pony show because it's always, hey, we got some big ups that's going to come in through. Yo, we got this coming week. We got the CG coming through. CG coming through. So we're going to need to, clean everything. You got a fucking white glove inspection, some shit that hasn't been cleaned in like a whole year.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about this whole Connex has to be reorganized. Bro, for what? Hey, he ain't going in there. What you need me to organize the whole Connex for? The man is walking through the building in the barracks. What the fuck does the Connex have to do with me fucking restoring this shit now? How about you get rid of all this mold? How about that? Oh, matter of fact, you know what? Just paint over it, right? Yeah, know. I know a bunch of y'all veterans in here know. I'm just like, oh, let me just paint over this shit. Paint over the mold, or just put on a rag, cover your face, grab some bleach and fucking scrub it off. No? But I bet you I can only imagine how many veterans came up with some shit because of the fucking mold they inhaled, and it's not service connected. Sweep the floor for the third time this week. Like, yo, the buffers is broken. We don't care. Put the pads on your fucking boots and scrape the shit off. Like, these people come up with some dumb shit too. Then you got people here that never served a day trying to talk shit. Like, come on, man. It's like we ain't about that life. We service members here. We veterans. We understand the dumb shit. We understand the sacrifice. We understand what it is. What most MAGA Republicans though, we understand what it is having to leave our fucking families for whatever time period. We understand that. But when it's you're leaving your family, it's either a deployment or a training exercise or some shit like that. Ain't no fucking time you're gonna tell me any fucking active duty service member is gonna be in fucking high morale if they get taken away from their family for like about a month to go clean up trash. Not even go to a range, not even do any kind of training. You mean to tell me you decided to fucking put me on orders to go pick up trash? Man, that shit don't happen, man. It just doesn't. It doesn't. I'm sorry.
It don't.
It just doesn't. No, nowhere have you seen that happen. Nowhere have you seen it. As a veteran, as a service member, shit, even people on active duty right now could tell you, they're just like, bro, if we cleaning, it's either it's time to go home or we trying to act like it's time to go home. But like, yo, we did everything, bro. Yo, just start cleaning. Yo, start taking out the trash. Just start taking out the trash from the bins, just to act like we done, so you can try to release a certain type shit. Just I had some just try that shit. It worked a couple of times because it's like, bro, we really don't got shit to do. All right, man, get the fuck out of here. Yo, your phones is on. If I fucking say y'all gotta be at the fucking company in fucking 10 minutes, you got 5 to be here. And they were just like, cool, son, we good, we good. And that's it. That's all you fucking did. They cleaned up everything good because then they asked, yo, where your people at? Or I sent them to do fucking correspondence courses. Nah, they probably playing fucking Madden right now in their fucking barracks room. You think I care? But my people ain't in trouble. They ain't doing no dumb shit. Floor's fucking clean. You can fucking eat off the fucking floor. It's just like, what do you mean are they allowed to expose this situation when they come home? What do you mean by that, Gambino? I don't understand the question. Like, expose what exactly?
Like, are you
Like,
talking
I don't come
about
up on.
all the business?
No,
They
the
didn't go
thing
to.
is, so the thing is, they can say that there was no crime, but the thing is what they're going to be told to do is go to the public affairs officer. They're going to tell them that any questions that they have, go to their PAO. That's already been instructed to all of them. None of those soldiers are going to answer questions directly while they are there. Now, maybe they may be posting on it on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever they post into. That may be it, but you're not gonna catch a fucking news person come up to them and be like, "Hey, how do you feel? Do you feel this is stupid for you to be doing?" No, they're not gonna do that. Everybody, hey, if you got any questions, please call. They probably got a card too, be like, "Hey, here's our PAO. If you got any questions, make sure to ask them." They already know that. That's why you notice if you notice any of the veterans that are actually out there that have been staging themselves out there, you notice how they don't interact with the soldiers. Because they know the soldiers are not gonna the soldiers know not to answer, and the soldiers know not to answer anybody, even if it's another veteran. Because I know there's like the Jolly Red Ginger, the U.S. Army Overlord, and I forget the other one. There's a couple of veterans out there that they're on TikTok and they're showing every night what's going on, but they're not gonna go and talk about it. Because the thing is there's no need to talk about it because we can see it ourselves. They don't gotta explain it. As soon as everybody that's outside the military saw that these people were in fucking reflective vests picking up trash, we knew they weren't about shit. Everybody but MAGA actually believes that they're actually cleaning up the crime. They can't arrest nobody. You notice how they're not the ones walking down the streets in the middle of the nights when you see videos of people in DC? They're not arresting anybody. They're not going into those neighborhoods. It's only the Homeland Security, the Metro Police, and that. And it's just like they ain't there. That's the thing. Everybody, look. This is the one thing that people need to clarify, and I need to get this straight for people. This whole oath thing for the National Guard, let's stop it with that. Because there's no oath breaking that's happening right now. There's no orders that have been deemed unethical, immoral, unlawful. None of them. Because literally all they got told, imagine you get told what's unlawful about being told to go pick up trash.
Right.
There's nothing unlawful about telling somebody to go pick up trash. There's nothing unethical about telling them to pick up trash. They've been doing this before. This is an order that they've already received. This is not something new. This isn't them breaking their oath and stuff like that. That has nothing to do with it because it's not unethical. These people have basically told, hey, I need you to show up here and look pretty. Make sure you got a clean uniform. Make sure your PC fits right. Make sure you got a haircut. Make sure you shaved. Make sure you got eye pro.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. They haven't been told to do anything unethical. Nothing immoral, nothing unlawful. Everything is something that basically they are able to do in their capacity without doing anything against what they're being told. Because the simplest thing is just like, hey, man, we just need y'all to show up. We just need you, you're going to probably do like 12-hour shifts. You'll stand here with the MRAP, and the MRAP will look all cool. We'll stand in front of it. We'll say hi, take a couple of pictures with people. That's it. That's it. But what else is that? What else is going on? Nothing else is going on with the situation. I was just like, people keep on saying it's like, oh my God. Now, the whole they have weapons and stuff. They still can't use them against people. There's rules of engagement. In order for a service member to actually use his weapon against anybody, there's rules of engagement. And trust me, they've already been told that too. They've been explained like, hey, if somebody comes and attacks you, that's a different story. But if some people are just walking around, yeah, it's a PR exercise. It's just basically a way of just flaunting it so that people get used to seeing it. You have to be able to see like, oh my God, there's military in the streets. So that when you see it that way, when they see it on your streets, it's just like, oh, it's military in the streets. I grew up in New York City. In New York City, we used to have beat cops. Most places don't know what a beat cop is. They walk the beat. They walked the same area, same neighborhood. You always knew the police officers in the area, and you knew it that way. That was normal. But it was always two cops walking, and it's usually like the rookie cops that they put them on the beat, and they just walk in the neighborhood. And that's it. Does that help? Of course it does. But did we need the National Guard? Like, imagine New York City. New York City got 9 million people, right? They got 9 million people, and they got 40,000 plus police officers. I think nearing 50,000. We won. Barely we won this fucking game. That was trash. I don't know what the fuck wrong with KSU right now, but that was a suspect that was a suspect ass game. It was a good game. I was actually at the game. I was at the game. It was a good game to watch, but so is this just another look MAGA something shiny stunt? If you want to take it as that, which MAGA does most of the time, but MAGA doesn't ever actually have anything worthwhile to talk about. MAGA always comes in and insults. MAGA always wants to be derogatory. MAGA always wants to be condescending because they don't feel that I agree with their politics. So it's not a shiny stunt. It's basically the truth. You got to move on with these people because the thing is with them, you can't have any fucking conversation. You can't have any conversation. You can't have any dialogue. You can't actually move forward with these people because they're too stuck in their ways to actually educate and advance themselves. Like, I tried to do a simple thing, time to move forward, right? Look at my last video. I tried to explain how much Congress people get paid.
But they don't want to hear that.
But Republicans don't want to hear that. Republicans don't want to talk about how much money their representation is making, and they're not. Because imagine Mike Johnson right now is getting paid $193,000 a year because he's Speaker of the House. So if you're Speaker of the House or any of the key personnel, you actually get paid more. I mean, from the Trump administration to keep its supporters delusional. The thing is, it's just like it's not even delusion anymore. I wouldn't say it's even delusion because the thing is you got to look at it like this. Why is it that Donald Trump is so concerned with the Democratic states, even though he's Republican? Why aren't the Republican representation asking Donald Trump to send the National Guard to their cities when they have higher crime? Or they have crime? Because you got to remember, it's not like they don't have crime. Every city has crime. But you only want to send it to the Democratic cities, so you care more about the Democratic states than you do than the Republican states. Because you're literally taking the Republican National Guard and putting them into a blue district. So nobody talks about that. Nobody wants to talk about Mike Johnson making that money. Nancy Pelosi making that money. The crazy thing is that most MAGA will be like, oh my God, Nancy Pelosi's worth over yada 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 million, right? Because that's the talk. Oh, insider trading and this. This lady has been in fucking Congress since the inception of Congress. This lady has been collecting a free check for the past like 4 decades. Imagine you getting paid $174,000 for 10 years. What does that add up to?
Whew. Hold on.
You see what I'm saying? No, nobody's ever thought about it like that. It was just like, oh, Nancy Pelosi this, Nancy Pelosi that. Why do you think all these people are multimillionaires? Yeah, the insider trading does help. But if you've been getting paid $174,000 a year for 10 years, you mean to tell me you're not going to become a millionaire?
Right.
That's that. Look, in 10 years, you made 1.7 million in 10 years. And she's been in Congress for 40. So let's just multiply that by 4. That means she would have made basically $7 million in her whole time just off of her congressional placement. That's if it was at 174. It wasn't always at 174,000. It's increased, and they voted for their own increases. But MAGA doesn't realize that either. They don't talk about that. Because the thing is you want to blame all these people, but then you got to realize, hey, if all these people have all this money and they've been making all this money, why is it that nobody's talking about it? Why is it that MAGA doesn't realize that they're losing all this money? MAGA somehow doesn't realize that this money is being taken from them, or I'm not sure what the issue is, because I'm still trying to figure out, like, how is it that y'all been losing money everywhere else, but your representation ain't? Your representation making hella good money. Imagine that your representation was making so much money that at the same time you were paying for their free health care. Now, how much does the regular American pay in health care per year? I'm going to look this up because I don't even know. Let's see. The average health care in the U.S. Look, this was in 2023. This is the AI overview. So it's not concrete information, but this is what they got from Google, right? In the U.S., the average cost of health care was $14,570.
Oh, you got me fucked up. Please tell me this is a joke.
No.
Oh, fuck.
With national health spending reaching $4.9 trillion, typical out-of-pocket costs were around $1,142 annually in 2025. While the average monthly premium for an individual on the marketplace was about $456 in 2024. So basically it's been increasing. But then if you got the better insurance, because the insurance got to get you on tiers. You got to get the tiers. The lowest one is just like, yeah, we're just going to deny everything. We'll give you your yearly 2 checkups. You can get 1 eye test. What else you got? You get maybe like 1 ER visit that they cover, and then that's it. Then after that, you got to pay more. But imagine that, right? So that's you paying healthcare. But that's the thing is what people don't understand is the average cost of healthcare is $14,570. That's when you actually go to the doctor. Most people don't go to the doctor. Most people, like I said, when I was growing up, I didn't go to the doctor unless I had a fucking bone sticking out my fucking body.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you had the flu? Nah, you gonna be alright. Here's some Vicks. Vapor rub on that. Anything. Vapor rub. The shit works sometimes, but it was just like that's what it was. People don't go to the fucking doctor. Why? Because it's a fucking cost. It's a fucking bill. Imagine going to the fucking doctor and having a fucking higher bill than just fucking taking care of yourself.
Right.
The fastest way that you can get what's up, Jeanette? The fastest way you can get somebody to get into holistic health is get sick. Motherfuckers avoid everything but the doctor and find any fucking natural remedy that they can fucking hear of, thought of. I'm just like, yo, I looked this up on Google. It's a natural remedy for this. I'm going to take it before they go to the doctor. Mind you, they just coughed up half their lung just got coughed up, and they just be like, nope, I'm going to drink this tea. I heard this tea will save me. Yeah, it's going to save me and save me a lot of fucking money. Like, yo, that's the crazy thing too. That's the one thing I've always found interesting. Why is dental coverage different? Isn't that part of healthcare? Why is vision different? Bro, if I can't see, I can't even fucking see how I'm going to work. Like, how the fuck you mad at me for getting my eyes checked and making sure my eyes is good? You can't even pay for that. I gotta pay a separate. That's what I'm talking about. Them tiers. Because that first tier only gives you the regular insurance. Then tier 2 and tier 3 give you dental, and everything gets covered. But you don't talk about that. But every politician gets that for free.
And yet these people are mad at.
Now salt water, Emma. You gargle some salt water, clean that shit right up. You be straight. Just gargle some salt water, let that shit sit in there for a bit. Shit'll heal in no time. You don't need to go to the doctor for that.
Wrong damn people.
Ain't no time for the crazy thing is you're gonna call the dentist and be like, yeah, the next time I can see you is in 3 weeks. Like, bro, it's an infection in my tooth now. I ain't got 3 weeks to be waiting around for a fucking appointment. What the fuck you want me to do for 3 weeks? It's just like that's the part that's really gonna get people. That's what's gonna get people.
A hole in their mouth.
That's what's going. Well, most of these people don't have Viva Peru. Yeah, I said it, Mom. That's what I said. Unless if you have a broken bone, we going to the doctor. Otherwise, that's it. See, he's like, I just went with my tooth. That's what happens. That's what most people don't talk about. All the health expenses that people talk about, it's just like that's why it's just like people need to understand we need to move forward from this. Universal health care is the way to go. It was just like, yes, man, cost us a lot of money up front. Probably. It's gonna cost us a lot of money up front. But at the end of it, it's just like the same way. Like, remember, if we can use tariffs to supposedly, support our infrastructure and all that, we can use taxes to support our healthcare.
Right.
I don't see where the discussion is from MAGA. I don't see where the deliberation of the argument is. It was just like we can take tariffs that we're paying to make sure the deficit is good, but make sure the infrastructure and whatever. Oh yeah, we're gonna take it so that we can own Gaza for 10 years and build a fucking tourist location there. You heard about that shit? That we're gonna seize the Gaza land for to build a tourist place. But then didn't I hear? I saw something. I don't know how true it is that they just revoked Palestinians' visas. Is that correct? I saw
I
something
can
about
look.
that. I don't know how.
Let me check. Oh wait, you buy your laptop 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, I want to check. Okay. So it is the BBC has it as 4 hours ago. U.S. suspends most visas for Palestinian passport holders. U.S. officials have further restricted visitor visas for Palestinians by denying them to almost all applicants who use a Palestinian passport, media report says. The development comes days after. Hold on. Days after 80 Palestinian officials were denied visas ahead of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. So how you
Wow.
got a general assembly and you not letting them come in?
You know what? The only people I'm mad at about this are the people who literally ranted and raved last year that they wouldn't vote for Kamala because they believed that she would do this exact stuff.
That's what they want to say. I don't know how. I don't know how they live with themselves actually believing that they were
And-
actually going to have a worse time with Kamala when she wasn't doing all
Exactly.
that stuff. It was just like,
Exactly. And yet
why
I
these
haven't
people
heard them
like?
say a goddamn thing about Trump in this administration now. It's still always about the Democrats, the Democrats, the Democrats. I'm like, y'all, just say that y'all mad at this point. Just say that because that makes even more sense versus what y'all doing.
It's just like it's crazy to me because it's just like, man. I was just like, it's funny because they found the. So what, Emma? You saying that they reversed the unconstitutional finding? So the judge said it was unconstitutional. Then this guy went ahead and changed it back to it is constitutional. Because these people are tiring, bro. It's just like, bro, how y'all so dumb? Why y'all so stuck on dumb? Hey,
Right.
Lord, oh my God. It's just like it's crazy because the thing is so you find it unconstitutional, which wasn't the first time. You deciding that you because the thing is can somebody tell me what the state of emergency is? What is the state of emergency that we have to put tariffs on everybody? What is the state of emergency?
They can't find an answer.
Mom, you know it's gonna happen though. You know it's coming. You know they're gonna try to reverse it somehow because that's all these people do. But that's the thing. That's what people don't understand. That's why people got to pay attention to the laws and the policies because that's what's influencing shit. These people are trying to do everything by the book, but certain circumvent the book. The same way most billionaires do that because they find the tax credits and the tax holes and the tax loopholes to do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. Because the thing is that's why they're trying to fight. The thing is that was the whole point of that's what people don't understand. A lot of the executive orders that this man is putting out are not laws. What he's trying to do is find a way to start fighting the created law so that he can find an easier way to punish people or to go against them. That's the whole point of, hey, if you burn the American flag, it's a year in jail. It's already been constitutionally put that you cannot do that, that you can do that. That is a part of freedom of speech. That was constitutionally fortified. But him doing an executive order going against it is basically a way of this administration trying to find a way to go against that freedom of speech. So that to try to circumvent the fact that, yes, you have freedom of speech, but we're going to try to find a way to attach something else to it. Because put it like this, right? If you go and get arrested for, yeah, they're testing the weak spots. Because the thing is if you get arrested now for burning the flag, like I said, I don't agree with it. I'm a military service member. I'm a veteran. I don't agree with it. But when it comes to burning it like that for a reason to say, hey, we're against the tyranny or we're against this or we get what it is, I understand that. But the thing is that now if you get arrested, they can try to put some other bullshit on it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you're not going to be arrested for burning the flag. But now they can try to say, oh, well, that's a treasonous act for another reason. Or you did it as complicit as radicalization. Or you were trying to incite a crime or incite. Like, that's what they're trying to do so that basically those people that are burning the flag, they start finding different ways to still try to jail them. Because remember, if you remove habeas corpus, right, which is the ability to see a judge or see a court, and they can find a way to arrest you because they saw you burning the flag, but now you can't get out for no reason because you just burned the flag and there was a crime, but I don't have to charge you. I don't have to send you to court or anything like that. Now what happens? Now you can start scooping up people for just whatever you think they said and go against it. You see what I'm saying? It's a loophole that they're trying to do, but most people don't understand that. It's those little executive orders. That's what most people don't understand, and most people, like I said, I always think in a weird fucking way. But it's just like you have to see. The thing is if there's an action being done by this administration, I see. The thing is I also read Project 2025. I looked into it, so this isn't a fucking surprise to me. Most of the shit is in their playbook. But the thing is they just weren't expecting so much fucking backlash and so much fucking stoppage. They weren't expecting all these lawsuits. That's why the Supreme Court, I think, did it in a way where they were just like, yo, we can't give this man absolute power, but a certain judge can't do it. But what you can do is that you can file a class action lawsuit. That's how the fucking Supreme Court circumvented, like, usurping all their power. They was like, you know what? We can't decide and a judge can't decide nationwide, but a class action suit can. So that was the way the Supreme Court basically said, like, look, by law, we can't stop this. Or a judge in one area cannot deem something for the whole country. But if it's a class action lawsuit against the whole country, then it goes against it. And that's why they did that lawsuit right after they changed that. The Supreme Court, the people that were going against it, changed it to a class action lawsuit. Because then you can just continue to add more people to it. Like those settlements, like, you know, when they have those settlements, like they're spreading thin everywhere. That's the thing that they're not focusing on that enough, that how much they're spreading everywhere. And that's the thing. They're spreading all over, and the thing is they're losing people. There's been 2 senators already, I think, that were Republican that said that they're not going to run again.
Yep.
Joni Ernst.
There's 2 already that said I ain't going to run again. You know why? Because they don't want to get embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They can't say, like, with a straight face, like, when it came out accidentally, oh, we're all gonna die. Oops, unalive.
Yeah, she said that. I was just like, man, that's crazy to say that. And but like, you know what? For a person that's had universal health care the whole time she's been in Congress, to tell some other person that they don't need health care is the crazy part to me, where Republicans ain't going crazy about it. Oh yeah, and the judge in the Wisconsin Supreme Court. Wasn't that the same court that Elon Musk was just trying to buy his way into getting Republican?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wild, isn't it? It was just like, you know what it's starting to look like? It's starting to look like that a lot of these Republicans are starting to realize, like, yo, we gonna be in the shit for a while. Ain't nobody gonna listen to us for a while. There's no point in me trying to argue with these people anymore. The way these people have been showing up to their town halls, yelling at them, and it was like, you know it's bad when these red states is talking about people need due process.
Oh, it's 4. It's
Yeah,
4 Republicans. That's not
Yeah,
running for re-election.
there's a bunch of them that are dropping out because they know. It was just like, look, at first, like, that's the thing. A lot of these older people in a lot of these red states that it's just like, most of them is older communities and stuff like that. They go off of the whole immigration and all this stuff. But the thing is like everybody was saying, fuck around and find out. You wanted to fuck around, and now you're going to find out because of your health care, which we told you was going to get stripped.
Look at Texas. They thought they'd go steal 5 seats, and it turns out they weakened 10 of their own.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, the Democrats have a chance of taking their what used to be fire seats. And so, I mean, it could just boom. How to say?
Remember in Iowa, a Democrat just won a super red district.
Mm-hmm.
In Iowa, one of the reddest of red states. A Democrat just won a district in one of the reddest districts in that state. And y'all ain't concerned?
Isn't Bill Cassidy one of the Republicans that are not running?
I'm not sure.
one?
I haven't put.
Say again.
Bill Cassidy, is he one of the ones, or is he in the news? Does he? Oh no, he's the one that confirmed the wormhead.
Oh, Emma, they gone. Here in Kansas, they gone. You already saw that with fucking what's his name? Moran and the other one that so Moran is the one that he's on the Senate committee for veteran affairs, so that's why I know him and I'm in the state and I've spoken to him before. So I know him. But then Marshall, the other dude, this dude has a home in Florida. Mind you, he's the Kansas senator, but my man resides in Florida. Where they do that at?
Right.
But yet, look how they're trying to get that woman. What's her name? Uh, in the governor's board, out saying because she
Oh,
she
because she falsified mortgage or some shit. Mind you,
mortgage fraud or something.
mind you, Donald Trump was committed for 34 counts of the same shit, but we trying to get rid of a board of directors for bullshit.
For something that hasn't even been proved.
Yeah. And the thing is the fact that he doesn't even have the power to do it. Because this is another thing that a lot of people don't know about this whole. People don't realize why he wants the interest rate to go down. Every MAGA dumbass thinks it's just like, oh my god, it's so that we can gain, so that we can get lower costs, lower houses. Like, bro, the interest rate is not gonna. He's not gonna drop it like 5 point, like five whole fucking thing. He's not gonna do that. It's gonna be a small decrease, and even then, with your good credit, a fucking house is still gonna be like what 6% interest rate with good credit. But what people
Yeah.
don't realize is the lower interest rates help Donald Trump because he has bonds. So if you're in the bond market, lower interest rates means that your shit is worth more. So basically, he's already bought, and it's been confirmed that he's bought $100 million in bonds. Meaning, as soon as that shit goes down, or if the interest rate continues to drop down, those bonds keep on expanding and getting larger. And MAGA's still
Shoot,
broke.
let's make it go up now. Come on.
Well, that's the thing. It's like
I
either
can buy a
way
house
it
anyway.
screws us. Either way we screwed regardless. Because the thing is if the interest rates go up, it's terrible. If they go down, it benefits him. But the thing is that's not going to stop inflation. I was just
I
like,
just don't understand how the MAGA can think that's okay for him to be using his office to get richer, while they're trying to put two pennies together to pay their mortgage.
that's the thing. That's why they get stuck in these positions because they don't learn to actually interact and learn these things. It was just like, yo, MAGA, you work hard. You should be able to enjoy yourself a bit more. But you barely affording anything. But you work harder than us liberals, right? But then somehow liberals ain't complaining.
Yeah.
Somebody
But
tried to look out for dumb asses.
Have you decided what you're gonna do after the September 13th?
what's the September 13th?
That's when they change their TOS. You're not gonna even
Oh,
be able to say X or Facebook and you can't. That's
see,
words you can't even say.
so mom, the thing I have is I have my veteran awareness website. So I've already looked into being able to live stream directly off of my website where YouTube doesn't say anything to me, TikTok doesn't say, nobody will say anything to me because I own my own domain. I own the name
Uh,
of the website so I can be able to stream through it and nobody's going to be able to tell me shit. Now, I won't get as much visibility because, people ain't going to be thrown in as much. So that's just going to be people having to follow me on there. But that's what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to just make it as a separate thing because I don't want to mix the veteran and the thing too. But at the same time, I've been looking at it. It's just like, look, I lean more towards the Democratic side of things right now. I do like some Republican things, but at the same time, I'm helping veterans regardless. If a veteran is mad at me because I'm talking shit about Donald Trump, then that's their problem. I was just like, I'm
right.
calling it as it is. If you have a problem with me, then that means you don't need my help. You can go somewhere else. That's the way I'm looking at it now because there's no point in keeping quiet at this point anymore because it's just too much stupidity and too much shit that's hurting veterans, hurting people in this country that these people want to act naive and just like, oh, he's not doing that. He's not doing that. Like, bro, he's been doing it for the past 8 months and you still stuck on stupid trying to say that, oh, he's doing it for us. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah. Well, there's some people that do lives. They're going over to Discord and doing their lives there, because instead of having to talk like a baby, pew
No,
pews.
yeah, and that's why I'm trying to do it that way. Because the thing is I have to figure out a way. Because Discord would make sense. Because I have Discord also. I already have a server. I just haven't used it much because it was like when I was streaming and gaming before. Um, but that's probably gonna what it's gonna end up. Because the thing is you want to talk about freedom of speech. Is Discord like Twitter? No. So what Discord was basically, it's basically a way to like have community and stuff. You can have a little community and you can have your own private server. So literally the same way it's like here, um like on TikTok, you can post videos, you can have a chat, you can have a certain section, and you can have like different categories. So if you want to have like
Right.
general chat, you can have a general chat. You can have a voice chat. You can have a chat where everybody just jumps in and has a video chat. You can just make it like categories. You can even put it that announcements are made. So, hey, I'm going live. You'll be able to post that into a thing. And if a person has like that notification on, it'll let them know every time that you go live. It's basically it's a community based like program. It's mostly a lot of gamers would use it because that's how they would get like together and like talk about games or talk about computers. Like anything literally can have a Discord. There's people that have like sewing discords, and it's just like how to do sewing patterns, how to do this, sublimation.
Yeah.
There's
My
fucking
son uses it to play Call of Duty. My daughter uses it to play GTA.
so not like Twitch, because the thing is Twitch is just strictly a streaming platform. Um,
And
Discord is
that's
more like
another
a
thing they're doing.
they're going to Twitch.
Yeah, they're gonna record. I guess record on Discord and stream it
And put
on
it on.
Twitch.
Yeah, because you could do that also, and then you can just do like a live rerun. So literally, while people are talking, you can actually just be on the computer and chat while they're watching the
Hmm.
replay also. So you could do it that way. It's a bunch of stuff, but Twitch is more strictly streaming. Discord is something that you can add to it to make more like of a community type thing, so that way you can have like a posted board. So if you have any information you want to put out, you can put it in a specific channel. Like, hey, um, Donald Trump news or any stupid shit, executive orders posted. You can make it like a what is it, a RSS feed, and just feed it. So literally, if any new executive order comes out, you can post it onto the Discord automatically, and you won't even have
Right.
to touch it. So you can put a lot of
Wow.
integrations into it. So I'll see,
Yeah.
mom. I don't. I'm a trust me. I'll make a video if anything, because
Well,
I'm
it's
still
just
talking my
getting to
shit.
be
So
so Yahtzee in here. You know,
yeah.
Yeah.
it's hard to do anything, and you have to be careful how you talk, and then they're gonna add more stuff. If you want, I'll post on your, I'll message you a video of all the they did the, what do you say, the chat
Chat
GPT,
GPT, and they
yeah,
just
all the
put the
TOS, and
guidelines.
she,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's gonna have the thing is because the thing is they have a problem because they're trying to do this now because they're trying to minimize the ability for people to interact and talk to each other and spread the information that they are.
mm-hmm,
Because that's
yep,
basically it. Because the thing is everywhere you go, every streaming platform is some terms of service, some this or some that, and it's just like you can post what you post. But the thing is I should be able to talk whatever the fuck I want, however the fuck I want on this, because I'm an adult. You have
right,
to be 18 to be an adult. You mean to tell
Right.
me that the problem is that your soft ass is mad at the fact that I'm using curse words, but your ass couldn't just swipe your fucking finger up?
right. And or even if we talk about the e-files, or what mean about
Yeah.
that. They don't
Mhm.
want you. They want to say what you can say. I mean, like as if we were already in this Yahtzee Germany.
Yeah, mama, that's why you see my videos and my lives. I like you see the amount of people that it gets pushed to has lessened. Cause I have no problem saying the word pedophile, calling these people out. I'll say that shit.
Mhm.
The words is just like you not cause what I noticed is not mostly it's not that it's TikTok banning you. It's these fucking piece of shit ass maggots.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
not TikTok. Because the thing is
I
you
mean,
can go into certain lives and you'll hear the fucking language. You'll be like, yo, what the fuck? And be like, I said 2 words and I get banned. This person's just saying all sorts of wild shit and nothing happens. It's
yeah, you're
basically on
right.
those people coming and reporting. Because every
I
time
ma- I
I've
made another account, and I named it laws that we need to change, and I can't remember the rest of it. I guess when we get back in power or something like that. I made one video saying that not to allow only have like a group to decide what to change in structural on the White House structurally inside inside and on the grounds, something to that effect. I mean, right away it got community guidelines blocked. I won the appeal, but damn, I mean, couldn't they tell right away? There was nothing in there that said
and
that was bad.
that's how it's been for me. Every single time I've been banned, every time y'all see me go and I disappear for like a week or two, it's
Mhm.
because these people just decide to like mass ban me. And it's always like when I start making, because the thing is y'all know I think outside the box. I start putting shit together where most people don't. But when I start making that shit make too much sense, it's like TikTok hears me and it's like, damn, we can't let people
Hmm.
hear this shit.
I think
I
they
was like, that
travel
shit
in
make
groups.
2 cents. Yeah, that's what it is. It's just bots and waves of it. Because the thing is like, look, it's already simple. TikTok already has the algorithm. TikTok already uses AI. They already know what content creators create what. They already know that. Because you're not going to tell me that I can make a video that fucking 11,000 people want to watch and then my next video only 3 did.
Yep.
Like, let's be
I
serious now.
never. I've only gotten one video that got maybe like 9,000 views, and that was one that I how do you say, screenshotted the picture and then I reposted it with the same music, and the original didn't even get that many views. But
That's
all
just
the others, maybe 900 or 300 or
because
25.
I've gotten a few videos that have had like some traction. And it's just like, I'm
Right.
like, okay. I was just like, look, the veteran one, 13,000. The one that I did about the National Guard, 13,000. I know the one that I did, what was it, like Donald Trump's impeachment when they said he was gonna get impeached. That one
Mhm.
had a lot of fucking views. I can't even remember how much it was, but that shit had like a good. That was a good 1,000 whatever, and it was just like I'm like, I was just like, I get these views, and then all of a sudden somehow, yeah, don't push the fucking facts. When I start putting out more facts is when I start getting pushed out less. I was just like, it's crazy. I only have 600 followers, but the same thing happens to my videos too. It's just like if you start talking about it, they don't want, because you start educating people, they don't want to push that, and that's what it is. They don't want educated people. They like the poorly educated people.
And you know what? I have a suspicion. My suspicion is, and I've suspected this since the time that they took it down for 13 hours, that they put it on Meta servers,
Oh, they
because
did.
I don't know if I was on a live and somebody said that they were that kind of, I mean, they knew how to see where the servers were, where they were located. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't, that's French to me, and I don't know French. But anyway,
I
I
heard
mean, then you
about
started,
that, but it's
you
just
started,
like it's each update they keep doing. Every time they say that they're gonna ban it, they just pull up another update. So it could be on servers or whatever, but the thing is they're starting to integrate AI, and that's what they want to do with these servers, so that way people start getting funneling through that, because it saves them money. Because then they know, oh, Cruz is a democratic content creator. If he does something funny, we'll push it. But when he starts talking
Mhm.
about how much money congressmen make and congresswomen make, and the free healthcare
Mhm.
and the free travel, oh nah, 200 views. We ain't
Yeah,
that.
well, then you started there. Oh, you want to connect to Facebook? You want to connect
Mm-hmm.
TikTok to your Facebook? I mean, so
Mhm.
that kind of like, yeah, that happened. Then I heard that, then last week I heard somebody say that Zuckerberg was going to be the one to buy TikTok.
I was
And
just like,
so
I
it
don't
all
even.
makes sense.
At this
And the
point, it
other
doesn't
thing,
even matter, mom, who purchases it, because they're all gonna fall into the same thing. They're
next
all
year,
gonna.
I think next year they're going to call it M. I wonder what the M stands for.
Maggots.
Yeah.
It's just that's what it's like at this point. It doesn't even matter who it is that they try to send it to because it's gonna be covered the same way. Like all these platforms are trying to do the same thing. Because the thing
Yeah.
is,
Well,
it's funny.
I'm gonna delete my account and uh and the app on the 13th of September. I'm not gonna participate.
I'm gonna make them delete my app. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try out that terms of service. So I'm gonna be like, you know what? I still haven't gotten the Epstein files.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? Ban me for that? If you're gonna ban me for that, that's simple. It was just like okay, because the thing is most of the time they'll ban you live, but then the videos you make they just won't show to people. And it was like they forget I record all my shits and I download all my shit. So if I need to post them out somewhere else, I could be like, remember this in
Exactly.
2025 when Donald Trump went missing for 4 days and y'all didn't say shit about his health, but then Joe Biden was incompetent. Remember that? Y'all don't remember
Mm-hmm.
that? Oh, I do. But you know, that's the
Well,
stuff that they want to
there's
make
this
sure.
guy that he said he works with people with dementia. I
They be
forgot
like,
what he called his
Emma,
title.
what files? What you mean the status on the files? What files you talking about, Emma? We don't know about no files. What files you talking about? I haven't heard of no files. Have you heard of files? Mom, you heard of files? Vegas, you heard of files? What Epstein? What Epstein? I don't know what you're talking about, girl. You need to be a bit more specific because shit.
Don't
According to
make me
them,
lie.
according to them, I don't think he was even alive the whole time. So I
The
don't
ones
even
that were
fucking
on your
know. It's
desk.
just like the ones on your desk, the ones that they paraded in front of the White House with a couple of interns that they were like, "Oh my god, I got the fucking Epstein." Those files, nah. That was
Well, remember he did something
that was
similar the first
what.
term.
No, what they say that shit is when you see something in another thing, but it was really something else. It was like
Delusion.
no parallel universe. That's what you
Oh
part of the
yeah.
multiverse or some shit. You saw like the Bernstein Bears, how it had the R and then it didn't have the R, or the fucking the Fruit of the Loom sign that had the fucking thing in it and then it doesn't. That's what it must be you talking about because it's just like there we go again. Another person that comes in here mad at the fact that I don't have to work. Imagine that, bro. What? Only MAGA can be so jealous of another man. Talk about
Yeah, but yet they're on TikTok. That means they're jobless too.
yo the thing is their name is Berenstein Pills. You see what I'm saying? That's how they are, but the opposite with the files. That's how they are, but armadillo effect. There's something. It's just like one of those effects that you thought you saw that there was Epstein files, but then you're not sure if you heard the Epstein files, even though you swear you saw Pam Bondi in a live press conference gloating about and talking about she had him on her desk. I swear that was in this universe. But you know, with all this Marvel multiverse and fucking Fantastic Four changing fucking places and all, yo, you never know. You might have been. That was maybe in your.
Term? Remember the
Which one?
first term when they had a desk out there with a bunch of files on it, and I forgot what it
Yeah.
was for. But do you remember? And it turned out they were all empty files. They were just there for show.
Because they
That's
didn't
what
see
they
any
like
of
to
them.
do. Fake.
And the
Everything they
crazy
do is
thing
fake.
is you have the FBI directors, which is Patel and the other dude, which were like so excited about the fact that they were gonna get to see them shits. Then all of a sudden, no files. I was like, bro, y'all grew y'all fucking past just basically with that. But I think it makes now me thinking the way I do, right? It makes sense that they put Kash Patel and that guy as the FBI directors. You know why? Because these two were some of the most outspoken people when it came to the Epstein files. These people managed to get so many people to start thinking about the Epstein files, looking into the Epstein files. Now, wouldn't it be a great idea to have the people that were talking the most shit about it be the ones that say there's no files?
Yeah. But you know, even MAGA hasn't shut up about wanting to see the Epstein files.
And that's why they mad. That's why it was just like it's just a reasonable thinking that I thought about it, just putting that together. Because the thing is like, imagine telling you, like, the only way, like, let's say, I don't want to use it in a religious context, but this is a way of saying it. It was just like, imagine everybody talking about religion, right? But then Jesus himself come down and be like, that was fake. Then y'all gonna be like, damn, maybe this shit was fake. You're not gonna question him, are you? Because you were just all into the religion and you believed everything that was in the book. You believed all the Bible, and he came back down and was like, bro, that wasn't even my story. That was
But
my
that's
cousin.
what it is. I mean, religion is not what Jesus is. Jesus is
No,
something else.
but
It's just the religion is what people decide they're going to do over and over again, and decide
but
that's
that's what I'm saying. You have the person that wholeheartedly believed in the Epstein files. Oh my God, this is such a thing. This is such a conspiracy. They're trying to do so much cover-ups. That's all these two men talked about. All
what
on their
Epstein files.
podcasts and all the things, and it was just like Epstein this, Epstein that. Like when they got interviewed, I don't think most people saw that interview when they were talking to both of them, and they were talking about the Epstein files and how they were looking at them. But you notice then Pam Bondi had to go and say that there was no files. It wasn't Cash Patel and it wasn't him.
Right. They're
The
using the
FBI.
women to be the
Yeah.
bitches. Pardon.
But because the thing is, this is more believable if a woman says it.
Yeah.
It's more
Unless the
believable.
unless that woman's hollering grape,
Yeah,
then they
then they're
prove
full of
it.
shit. Then they're full of shit. Then they're like, we
Yeah.
need a source. We need a source. We need evidence.
You
Like,
know,
bro,
like they
what?
would say about Harris, Kamala Harris. I always say her name wrong, so and I don't say it wrong on purpose, but
No, I know.
they used
People
to say,
get mad
"Oh,
at
she
that.
slept her way. She slept her way to the top." Well, who did Bundy and Christy Nome sleep with then?
Who
Right.
did everybody in their administration sleep with? Because Hegseth literally slept his way to get to the position he did. Like
Yeah,
like if you look at his story, he got married the first time. He cheated with his boss, then divorced his wife, and then married the boss. And I think he did that a second time over again.
Yes. A second time
But
over again with
but
a superior.
but remember the party of morals,
Right.
Christian morals,
I bet you
meaning
the third one
yo,
possible.
that's the other thing I understand. How the fuck are you gonna tell me y'all believe in Christian morals and then y'all follow Donald Trump? Like how the fuck? Now that I just think about that, this man got
Yep.
married how many times?
3 times.
3 times.
Cheated how many times?
And the rest of the time he didn't do anything but just cheat. It was
Mhm.
getting too expensive for the divorces.
And then, not to mention, I'm pretty sure had abuse allegations against. Yeah, abuse allegations for
I was
all
just
of them.
like, y'all saw all that, and y'all mean to tell me y'all were in Christian faith? Y'all were devout followers and believers. Like, come on, man. Just like
Mhm.
they will say that everyone's, yeah. I was just like, they just want to repent. Okay, my repent and your repent don't act the same way.
Right.
My repent will make sure to have a lasting effect, where you
Like
ain't gonna be able to repent again.
if
Not no
Jesus
bullshit.
came
You gonna do
down,
it
they'd
again.
deport him anyway.
Yeah, I was just like, y'all be the first one and be like, but you brown. It's like, obviously, bro, I was in the fucking Middle East. What did you think was gonna fucking happen? I was just like, that's another thing. I was just like, I don't like but it's just the point that it was just like the man was in the Middle East.
But he's blonde and blue-eyed.
Y'all can barely stay out in the sun when y'all go to the beach regularly. And you mean this man was walking all across the world, all across that region, fucking barefoot and fucking some chancletas and a fucking
And look,
thing, and his skin didn't fucking change tone? But y'all can't even fucking y'all turn into a fucking lobster crab sometime when they go out to fuck that. I don't want to hear that shit. That's the one I was just like come on now. But then yeah, they full-fledged believers. It was just like y'all full believers of bullshit. Cause there's no way y'all believe and y'all follow what y'all do and follow this man, follow all the shit that's going on, wanna control women, wanna not feed the kids, wanna not make sure kids get a free lunch. Like, what fucking Jesus did y'all follow?
right.
Right.
Show me what this Bible looks like
I,
because
I
I,
might have to actually borrow one of their fucking Trump Bibles to see what's in that shit, because it can't be the same one I was fucking seeing. The same one I grew up on? Nah, it can't be. There's no fucking way it has the same shit. Cause you mean to tell me we both read the good book and you came out like that? Nah, bro,
right.
that's not the same book, bro. Not the same book. I don't want to hear that
No
shit.
way. Ain't no
No
way in
way.
hell.
No
Nope.
way we all read the same book, but somehow y'all came out that way.
You know, they're saying, they say, no, they're saying that, um, you know, if the FBI would have been doing their job, they may have been able to catch that guy that did the mass shooting in Minneapolis because he had so much, content talking about how, he wanted to do it. But no, they were too busy redacting Trump's name that wasn't on the Epstein files.
Mm-hmm.
He got gold sneakers. When did the sneakers come out?
Oh, you never saw the gold
Oh,
sneakers?
fuck no.
Yes, but there's only
Get
like
the
400, and I don't
fuck
know.
out of
Some people
here.
didn't even get them. They
He
just gave
actually
the
got.
money away.
The sneakers part I thought was a joke. I didn't think that was
No,
actually real.
and the Trump
Lord.
phone. I mean,
No, the
Trump.
phone. The phone I saw. The phone I saw. The gold phone that gives you the ability to not talk to anybody because you ain't got no friends. That phone. Yeah, I know. I know that one. That one I know. Cause it's like I don't know who the fuck y'all talking to, cause ain't nobody calling y'all. Ain't nobody calling MAGA. So you went and got on a fucking phone that you know you couldn't afford. You know what they probably thought was, if I buy this shit now and I hold on to it after he
You'll
passes
call me.
away, I'll be able to fucking pawn this shit for more. Cause of how broke they are. Cause there ain't no fucking way you buying a gold phone when you can barely afford gas prices of fucking eggs. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Then you go and buy a gold Bible. So your ass never been to your damn church that you couldn't ask your fucking pastor to give you the good book. You have to buy it.
You don't even need to do that. You can literally get an app on your phone that will literally just give you Bible verses all day. You can
You
do
had to
that.
buy it. When's the last time you heard Jesus was selling his Bible? When was Jesus ever selling his word?
He overchanged the money chambers. That goes to show you that that's he was against what he's doing. But no,
That's
if Trump
crazy.
does it, it's Trump is like the preacher's daughter. If the preacher's daughter does it, it's not a sin anymore.
Right.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay now. It's just crazy. I was just like, yeah, I thought the shoes were a joke. I didn't know he actually had the shoes, but he has had Trump steak, Trump water, Trump casinos, Trump
All those
University.
players.
Well, I know Trump University because I got their certificate. I was able to obtain one from one of them. That's how I was able to do it. That's the only reason I got it. That's the only reason. That's all I know about the Trump University because I know I seen their I went and I got this. I was able to get this from one of them. So that was very surprising when I was able to get the Trump University certificate. They hold it very dear. They don't like getting rid of it. They don't like showing it too much because they don't want to show their exclusiveness to stupidity. But it's okay. We'll allow it.
There you
It'll be all
go.
right. It'll be all right. They have it there, but
There,
they act all naive and stuff. But hold on,
there's the
I'll be
gold.
right back. Y'all keep talking. I'll be right back. Give me a sec.
Oh,
Oh, oh yeah, but I know how I was looking at that thing that you were talking about with that Sandra Cassidy. It doesn't look like he is gonna be like stepping down for now, unfortunately. But who knows? There's a lot.
I probably was mistaken. I think he was the one they were talking about him because he should have known better than to vote for um, what RFK Jr.
Right.
He was a doctor.
But you
It's
know what? A lot can happen between now and November of next year, so he might also drop too. You never know.
Yeah. Well, what I'm afraid of is there's two things that I've heard. That you've heard of what's going on in Rockland, New York, right?
Oh, what's going on?
Oh,
Oh, but
the recount with the Rockland County not
Oh,
having
yeah.
anybody voting.
yeah, that they had done they had gone to several, uh, machines in the swing states, and they did a supposedly de minimis update, but it was really a huge update. See, because they would have had to report if it was a huge one, but they said it was just a de minimis one, and they did that before the elections, and
The
that's how.
the thing is it's not a bigger story, Emma, because of the fact that they don't want it to be a bigger story.
Right.
Republicans
That
is
and
already crashing out. And now you're telling them, oh shit, there's proof that
and
they cheated? Fuck.
yeah, they cheated on the by mail too.
Mhm.
Remember back in 2024, like in July or whatever, when they said ancestry.com had been
Hacked.
breached and
Hmm.
the social security numbers.
Yeah.
Well, they did double. They sent mail-in ballots uh, for a lot of people that sent in ballots. So if they had double mail-in ballots, they just threw the whole vote away.
Mm.
That's another way
They
that
were
they.
doing that a lot. And then the one thing that I learned about Texas, which was another video I made that TikTok made sure not to push out, was the fact that what they did, what a lot of these Republican states do, and it's just like they don't talk about, but it's voter suppression, is that they make it that the mail-in ballot is only in one location. So instead of being able to have multiple locations across the state where you can drop your mail-in ballot, because if you're from a district, they're gonna know you're from a district because it's a mail-in ballot. It's
Right.
gonna say what district you're from and your address. What they do is they try to make it that it's a far ass place from your district for you to get that mail-in ballot. So instead of there being like multiple places in a district, like multiple post offices or something, you could drop it off, they'll make it like some random ass location within the district, which causes everybody to have to travel to it. Remember, it's Texas. So if you got one of these districts that stretches like 3 hours apart, imagine you live on one end and the only way you can get your mail-in ballot in is by going to the other end on a day where you working, get out late, and you can't even make it to the polls on time.
Right.
Or they just have one
That's
polling
why that's why
situation in
Trump just
that
wants to
area.
make it to one day. He doesn't want early voting. He just wants voting in one day
My
because he
thing
knows
is
everybody won't be able to get to it.
my crazy thing is if Republicans is gonna win to the fucking Trump shoes.
How you feel?
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh my god. My man made with a T on it. Not even that, a T on it. You don't even have the 50. You couldn't even afford the 50 flags. How you couldn't even afford 50 stars, not 50 flags, 50 stars on the fucking flag. And you got gold plated shit and you can't even put fucking 50 stars on it. Like, yo, cheap ass. Like, you got, nah, man. Mm-mm-mm.
Have you seen the Oval Office? The way
Oh, yeah,
he
gold trim
has
everything. Just like,
so cheap, gaudy.
bro, this is, it's like, he's one of those, is just like, I'm trying to flaunt like I got money, but then I don't really have that much money kind of person. That's the vibes he gives me.
Yeah,
He's one of
because
those, is just like, I want to
he
be
doesn't have
flashy, but I don't
class.
got money.
That's why that's why the people in New York didn't like him. He
Yeah.
wasn't, and he wanted so bad to belong to that
New
circle.
Yorkers have never. That's the thing. Because the thing is what people don't understand about Donald Trump. Me being from New York City, I knew about this man way further than that. The thing is Donald Trump was never a part of these groups. Donald Trump inherited his money. He got his money from his father, but then the thing is he didn't have those connections. So what Donald Trump was do is he would money his way into these situations to get into the rooms to have these networking. It wasn't like he already knew it. He had to try to use his money, and then the thing is he was screwing people over at the same time, so people thought he was fucking shady. I was just like, yeah, you said you was gonna pay me, but you didn't. But here you are getting money from somebody else and doing the same thing, and you paying them back, but not this dude has always been tricky and fucking wishy-washy the whole time, but most people didn't know about Donald Trump doing that. It was like, look, they don't believe in the fraud amounts and that. He did that in New York City. Imagine having it that you had a nonprofit in New York City, and New York City had to close that shit down because you were committing fraud with it. And he cannot operate within the state of New York. It's not because it's a witch hunt. It's no, because he's known to be a fraudster. He's known to been a liability, and they understand that. But everybody else in a red state that's never been to New York is going to tell me how they understand how New York City operates.
Yep, it's up because they watched Columbo or something on TV. You know, if you look back, if you think back, you know, his grandfather was from Germany. You know, Peter Thiel's family was from up in the area. I forgot where exactly, but the area that they liked that mustache man. You know, but they fled to South Africa to, you know, keep from being in the Nuremberg trials.
Most of them fled. That's the thing. Like, the thing is like, look, I'm gonna tell you this much. If you go to any Southern American country and there is a big German population, they ain't just choose that as the fucking vacation spot that they just decided to grow their family there. No. Those are the people that ran away. Oh, I got a warning.
Me too.
A guest in your life has violated our civic and election integrity policy.
Wow.
See what I mean? That
Civic,
they think it was me.
That's what I said. I'm on YouTube also. They said, Mom, what did you say?
I don't know. Was it when we were talking about the Rockland, maybe?
Yeah, it will probably have to be about that.
Yeah, they got mad at the fact that we were actually saying the truth. They mad at you for... How you gonna come tell me that I gotta remove somebody from my live and I didn't have a problem with the fucking issue?
Go ahead and remove me and bring me back up.
Nah, you can stay, Mom. I don't give a damn about these people. Fuck out of here. These people, that's the thing. They just think that they're just gonna, like, I'm telling you, once I start streaming off my damn website, they ain't gonna tell me shit. What they gonna stop me from saying? Right. It's my own website. It's just gonna be on people just tuning in and going to the website and watching me from there. That's what I'm gonna end up doing. It's just like, that's what people need to do, and they started doing. That's why you started noticing like other people start using different apps. Like, I use this because it pushes it out to more people. But the thing is you notice that every other platform is doing the same thing. They're trying to minimize what you say or terms of service. It's just like, look, if you're going to tell me that we have to put a message that says, hey, this is for mature audiences only, and you got people crying about my language or crying about what I'm not saying, that's full of shit. Because you mean to tell me I have that much influence over somebody that I kept them watching?
Well, that's one thing with Discord. As long as you don't make one of those official servers, you know, you have your own. You don't have to worry about what you say.
No, it's not even that. You can make an official one, man. The thing is you can verify who it is you're putting in there. So the thing is if anybody here that I know is there and you tell me and you message me on Discord, it's just like, hey, is this so-and-so from TikTok? Okay, here's an invite. I'll invite you in. But if it's so-and-so, I never heard of you, never seen of you, I don't have to allow you into my server. So that's the good thing, because then the thing is you can concentrate. Like, if it's going to be liberals, Democrats, progressives, and they actually want to have a conversation, you could just make it so that it's just them. So I can have people that just want to actually talk about the good stuff there. Why are they concerned anyway? Rebecca, the reason that they're concerned is because of the fact that they know that we talking. We making moves.
It's somebody in the live reported it, you know, one of those.
Yeah, no, somebody in the live, because the thing is they always have somebody there to say it, to just like, it's just like, a person, if I'm not doing the reporting, I don't know why I would kick off one of my guests if I didn't find that they did something that violated something. When they didn't say nothing fake. Like, come on. But that's the thing. They're concerned because people are talking, people are conversating. Look at all these. Look, the fact that Iowa representative beat out in a red district that was pure pro-Trump, and she won, and all these Republicans are saying they're not gonna run again. It's just like they don't want people to be able to talk and talk shit. Because the thing is now we're talking shit. Because the thing is, they see that all those, because you know the 77 million that voted for him, all 77 million don't feel the same way no more.
Nope.
Right.
Some of them regret it, even though they should have regretted it before they even did it in the first place. I'm still not happy with it.
That's the big thing. 77 million of them are not voicing the same loudness that they were before the election. Because a
But
lot
you
of these
still
same
have
77
people on
million.
TikTok that are still in the cult. And
Yeah,
no
no,
matter what.
Well, no, you have those all over it. Not even if they're TikTok or not. You're still gonna have those people that believe Stephen Miller knows what the fuck he's talking about, or listen to Stephen Miller. You still gonna have those people. You're still gonna have those people that want to go and buy gold sneakers, gold phones, gold Bibles,
Oh.
because they think they're gonna be
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the thing about Katrina, that they put the documentary on Katrina on Netflix?
I seen part of it. I haven't seen the whole thing, but it's just
I
like,
thought it was very interesting because I learned a lot of things.
did you know that happened also in the 60s?
Well, you mean like in Hurricane Betsy? Yeah. Well, that talks about it on there.
Yeah, most people don't know that this isn't the first time that the Ninth Ward was trying to be submerged underwater.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Most people are just like, so y'all had this before happen decades ago, and y'all decided this time around we're not gonna fix it. We're just gonna let it happen again.
And now they're fixing
What's up,
it.
SJ?
Now they're fixing it, and then they're but
Renovating?
they've what do you call that? Regentification.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
In Tremay, they're putting the white people
That's
in
what it
there.
is.
Their houses are the price of the houses are going up.
It's like, but then that also leads to the fact that so many people don't know about all the man-made lakes.
Right.
People like Lake Lanier, I think is one of the main ones that they talk about, but they don't talk about all the other communities that used to be black communities that ended up getting flooded and became lakes. Most people don't know about Central Park in New York City. Everybody wants to go to Central
yeah.
Park, go to New York City, take a picture there, or end up at like one of the top of fucking Central Park or the end of it and take the picture of the whole thing and realize that whole area, which is basically, I think, 4 miles long and only a mile wide, used to be a black community. It used to be called
Right.
Seneca Village. But they didn't
Yeah,
flood
that's-
that one. That one they just fucking destroyed. But there's a lot of other cities that have been replaced and they were man-made lakes. All of a sudden, it used to be a black community that was there and it became a lake.
It just,
mo-
I mean, you know that it's been being done in my generation. It's funny because in that year, 2005, I moved to San Antonio, and my coworker that I used to work with in Houston, guess where he moved the very same day that Katrina hit? He moved to New Orleans. He was already on the way there. He ended up he's a motor coach operator like I am. So they end up putting him in one of the cruise ships. He stayed in a cruise ship for 6 months.
It's crazy. And it's just like the stuff that happens is just like, but it happened again in a Republican state.
Yep. People don't they don't learn. They don't learn.
It's like people forgot when Kanye West went loud as shit and said George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Right.
People
I remember
forgot he said that. Everybody thinks Kanye West is crazy, but the man was spitting facts the whole damn time. He said that.
That's on there too.
He said that. Yeah, because I know he said that. Most people don't remember that, but he said that. But it was just like you treated it like a war zone. That's what they were treating it.
I knew that it was a disaster the way George Bush, did the you know I
9/11.
gotta no no when
Oh, when he was just
George
sitting there.
Bush was
Oh, it's okay.
president when Katrina hit
Yeah,
the
he was the president with
evacuations and all
9/11
that.
too.
Yeah, I mean,
This
but I
man had
didn't
all
realize
sorts
it
of
was
shit fucking
that
up.
bad. I mean, how
Is
I
that
mean that's how the pictures.
they don't report it the same way with any other natural disasters. You never see the actual fucking destruction. You never see the destruction because they try to downplay. They try to make it seem like it's not that bad. Like, oh, these people, they'll recover. Like, bro, none of these people got homes. You ain't gonna fucking just build them homes in fucking an instant. These people gotta wait, find food, find a place to stay. Then they gotta go, oh, that's right. You took away FEMA. So that's a check that could have helped them, or food could have been donated to take care of them. And then it's just like, oh, they still don't have a home. And then
And then
next
they
thing you
fired
know,
all those black teachers.
no, it's not even that. Then they're gonna go. Then you're gonna file for insurance after the natural disaster, and then the insurance gonna be like, nah, we don't cover that part.
Right.
Then what do? All these people, because I had a tornado that hit. It's about like 15 minutes from me, and that shit just destroyed the fucking town. It's called Westmoreland, I think. Westmoreland. That shit destroyed basically most of the fucking town. But you didn't see they showed you the pictures of just like somebody standing in front of just like one building, but then you don't see the aerial footage of seeing where this fucking tornado decided to fucking just destroy everything in its path. Like you see the trail it leaves. That's how crazy this shit is. And it's just like you can't stop this shit. But it just goes and people don't it's I don't know. It's just interesting because I'm just saying it's just like we're gonna get hurricanes is just starting too. We had that category 5 that just decided I ain't gonna fuck with y'all just yet. What the fuck was that one called? That shit just went on the East Coast and then people were still losing power, still fucking getting rained on. It was just like, bro, this shit didn't even hit and people were going into a state of emergency. Imagine if a category 5 actually goes and hits these places. What y'all gonna do? Y'all not gonna send the National Guard because you sent them to DC. So what you gonna do then?
Well, now I think they're headed to Chicago.
They ain't going to Chicago. They ain't going. They ain't going to Chicago. That's not going to happen. They're talking a good thing. That is not going to happen.
Well, I
'Cause the
already
thing
called
is-
and told them we already have people to pick up the trash here. We don't need any National Guard.
The thing is that you cannot send another National Guard into another state without the consent of that state.
Right.
DC, the thing is he can get away with that in DC because it's a district of Columbia. It's just a district. It is not a state.
Right.
That basically falls under his jurisdiction because he's the president. But another state, another city, you cannot just walk in your National Guard into another location. That's why he's been talking about, oh, we're going to do it. And he hasn't. Because you notice he when it came to Los Angeles, he mobilized the Los Angeles or the California National Guard in its own state. You notice how he didn't try to do anything with another state because he can't do that. There's no justification he can use, even in a state of emergency like he did, like with Homeland Security and shit like that. It's not of a state of emergency where all the statistics show that what you're saying is crime is not actual crime.
And MAGA doesn't even understand. What are they going to do after they leave? They can only be there for 29 days.
Right.
They can go, come on back, Al. We're here.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just like MAGA's that. It's just that MAGA sometimes is that ignorant to believe that. Like y'all really gonna think that y'all gonna show up, National Guard is gonna be there, everybody's gonna be scared, and then the National Guard is gonna leave, and nobody's gonna commit crime. I was just like, crime wasn't that bad. Was crime happening? Yes, it's happening. It happens everywhere. Mm-hmm. Do we need a National Guard on every fucking street corner now?
No.
Why don't, instead of spending the money getting the National Guard to leave their families and leave their jobs, why don't they send the money to help people so that they don't have to commit crimes?
This is something I know MAGA would not be able to answer, right? So you mean to tell me that y'all got the money to send people to another state to play police but then your police departments in your red cities have the biggest budget, yet somehow can't stop the crime that y'all dealing with?
Yep.
Because if you go to any of these red states, I bet you their SWAT team has the latest and greatest fucking thing, but their education system sucks. If your budget for your police department is higher than the budget for your education system,
River.
I was just like, that's crazy. That's crazy that you have a higher budget for your police department and you do your education system, yet your police department still can't stop the crime that you have in your city. So am I missing something, or is something just wrong with that? Because it can't be that you telling me that you have all the money to make sure that your police has the latest and greatest fucking gear, but they can't stop the crime in your damn state.
Right.
Like Kirk County in Texas, they, instead of putting the sensors and the sirens along the Guadalupe River, they bought an SUV with an armored SUV for their police department. A city of maybe 50,000 people. They needed an
That's
armored
and that's what I'm saying. Most of these places have that. That's what they do. All their money goes into that. If you spending all this money in policing, why is it that the city that you live in still doesn't do good? Because remember, you're paying property tax for that, right? If you're a Republican, you're paying property tax on that shit. That's what funds your police department. Yet you still got crime? I was like, damn, you really are wasting your money.
Yeah.
Because New York City pays that, but New York City also has the biggest police force in the whole fucking country. Shit, some of the police force in New York City outnumbers some cities in this country. If you put all the fucking New York City cops together. Shit, it's bigger than my fucking town right now. But then that's the problem. But then again, it's nosy Republicans because they're concerned about somebody else doing something instead of worrying about themselves.
Yep.
Because every Republican... Go ahead. It's just like, it's crazy to me. Republicans are always worried about another state besides their own. Republicans are worried about the crime rate in Chicago, D.C., New York, California. Republicans are concerned with the immigrant crisis in New York, California, Illinois. They have a problem with free lunches in California, New York, any blue state. Shit, Minnesota just made sure, Tim Walz made sure to sign that every kid had free lunch, and Republicans were mad at it.
Yeah, I'm going to talk like the way MAGA does. I went to Chicago the other day, and nobody pew-pewed me. I didn't see any crime.
Yeah, that's how it is. It's just like MAGA will run into the smallest inconvenience and make it seem like the whole state is trash. Like, I went into New York City and I got in the subway and somebody bumped into me and I felt assaulted. No, bro, that's being in the New York City fucking subway. It's crowded. There's too many fucking people. It's not that you got assaulted. It's that you need to stop being a bitch and maybe just push them back. That's it. Like,
And when I went to New York I think it was January of 24. I lose track of time. And we went in the morning. We went in the subway. I couldn't believe how people sleep while they're, waiting for the stop. How did they not stay asleep? And how do they know when to get off?
you have an internal clock, Mom. If you're from New York City, you have an internal clock. How? I don't know. You know the amount of times, Mom, that I went out partying and I would ride the fucking train back and forth because I fell asleep. And then after like a couple of times, I would wake up and it would be directly on my stop. How I did that, I don't fucking know. But I know I went up and down Manhattan at least twice. And then the third time, it was just like my body said, yo, it's time. I look up, oh shit, my stop. Just walk
Okay,
out.
if it's so dangerous, how could you sleep?
Well, that's the crazy thing. Like, people will fall asleep and just know it's just like, all right, bro, it's my stop. Dead sleep. You hear them snoring, see them mouth open and everything. Just fucking the stop comes and you'll see them just hop up and get up like nothing happened, like they weren't sleeping at all. And you just look at them like,
How'd they
I'm-
do that?
I don't know how the fuck we do it, but New Yorkers is just like ingrained in your body that it's just like, I don't know, it's like your body gets used to how many times like the acceleration and deceleration that I think your body just gets used to. It's just like, all right, that was the 7th time. Yeah, we here. Boom, and your body just gets up and you just walk out, and that's it. But
Yeah, I've
it's
been
just
to
like,
New York, well, through New Jersey. And let me tell you, we parked my car at the hotel and we never moved it till we left. We just took Uber or walked to the bus
it's a,
stop.
okay, yes. If you driving in New York City, it is a different animal than if you driving from an open place, like an open town, small town place. It's just like, yo, people got places to go, even if it's just a block ahead of you. They're gonna cut you off.
Yep. And I'm a motor coach operator, so that goes to show you I'm gonna take that chance.
But I don't want to hear that bullshit. You can't fall asleep on the train anymore, bro. I don't want to hear that nonsense. I was like, people fall asleep on the train all the damn time.
That's what I was talking about. I
was
saw
like, people fall asleep. People
on
fall
the
asleep on
train.
the damn train. Now, it's a time that you're trying to fall asleep. If you're trying to fall asleep at 2 or 3 in the fucking morning on a subway street, on a subway car by yourself, then that makes it a bit more dangerous. But it doesn't mean you automatically gonna get got. Nah, you ain't gonna get got in New York City if you doing that. If you look like you ain't from there, then you may become a higher target. But if they see that you chilling, just going to sleep like you don't got a care in the world, they be like, nah, this dude live around here. Fuck that dude. We ain't fucking with him. It's like, this dude will come find us. But if it's somebody that you see sleeping, like if you see somebody go to sleep and this is they watch or their purse or something and they going to sleep like this, bro, you ain't from here. That's the easy tell. That's the easy tell. You ain't from here. That you scared to go to sleep on the thing. If you see somebody pass the fuck out, just like no care in the world, don't care what the fuck happened, that person is tired and they just got off a long shift. Leave their ass alone. Chances are that person's gonna beat your ass for getting rid of the little bit of sleep that they were able to fucking get on the fucking train, and they're gonna be mad that you woke them up. That was just like, it's just like stuff like that. But it's just like growing up in New York City, it was just like in the 80s, it was bad. Growing up in the 80s, New York City was bad. The shit would get crazy.
I walked down Broadway in 1982 at midnight, near from where the New York Times was at.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? 43rd Street.
42nd to like 46th around there. Yeah, Times
Anyway,
Square is 42nd. Yeah.
We had got there around midnight and we went up to our room. This was a hotel. There was carpeting on the wall, like when you saw Price is Right. But it was the cheapest one we could find. Me and my friend, I was 22 years old and she was like 19. And we went walking down and there was a bunch of people sitting in front of like a theater or something. They were just like a carpet of people. And this guy comes and says, "Hey, baby." And my friend turned around and I jerked her and said, "Keep on walking."
That's how they get you. Because the thing is they know you. Because the thing is a person that's from New York doesn't stop to look at anything but look forward.
Right.
We're not paying attention to anything else. We've already seen Times Square. We've seen the ball drop live from our home.
Yeah.
Because we've never actually gone to the ball drop.
But
We
we
don't
would
waste
see
our fucking
people
time
out
doing
there,
it.
out there.
Oh no, they do everything. Well, no, see, that's the thing. That's one of the reasons why I decided to move to to Kansas and Manhattan was because of that. Because people, it was just like trust me, I came back. I forget when it was. It was during COVID because my kid was born, and then the time after that, I came back to New York City because I took breaks in Germany to fly back to see my family because I wasn't with them over
Right.
there. So I would come back and it was just people like literally shooting up in the middle of the street, people like hanging off the side of the curb, hanging off the side of the stairs, and I'm just like, bro, I can't raise a family in this shit. But then again, what happened, a big thing that happened was a lot of that shit started changing when they started legalizing gardening. And then also the police force wasn't doing their job because they weren't able to harass people anymore.
I think they also cleaned up for 42nd Street. They did.
Oh no, yeah, that it's been clean. A lot of the street has been clean, mom. Everything in New York City has been it's cleaned. It's just that with the ability for gardening to be free and legal, people
Mhm.
just doing it in the middle of the street. I was shocked the last time I went back. I was just like, bro, because I was with my friends and they do it all the time, and literally because when you were younger they would do it, and it's just like they would hide. They would go like into a park, but it would be like a part in the park where you can't be seen and stuff like that, to like in case cops drove by or something. Nah, this dude just pulled that shit out in the middle, broad daylight, and I was just like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? I was just like, oh, we can do this now. I was like, excuse me? I was like, hold the fuck up. Motherfuckers used to make sure they were in a house, like covered or some shit, and all of a sudden you could just pull the shit out like nothing now, and he's just like, yeah, it's okay to do. I was like, the fuck? And I was just like, then the city went crazy because then the thing is now police officers lost the ability to charge so many fucking people in New York because they used to do the stop and frisk. So before
Right.
they would be able to, the amount of times I got stopped and frisked because I fit the description was bullshit. But it would just happen because they thought, oh, this person looks like he might have some gardening on him. Let's just stop him and check him.
Now it's the Hispanics' turn. Now it's the ICE is the stop and
Yeah.
frisk.
No, that's what it is, and that's what they're using, and that's what makes it unconstitutional. Because the thing is these ain't actual officers; these are fucking bounty hunters. That's why you don't see them here in New York and stuff like that. You see them in these red states and stuff like that. Why? Why is it that the red states just happen to have more bounty hunters than the blue states?
Yep.
Damn, what do you need bounty hunters for? I guess people committing crime, huh? Just saying. I'm just saying. You need
Because
that
they
many
don't
bounty
have
hunters in your
enough
state.
regular jobs in the red states. They have to give them some kind of work.
Oh, just like imagine that in your state you have more bounty hunters, but you just happen to be Republican in a Republican state. Meaning what? Most of y'all commit more crime and y'all bail out on bail that y'all have to have a bounty hunter come find your ass. But we don't
Yep.
talk about that, huh? That association Republicans will fucking stay away from. They'll be quiet there. It was just like, you notice how blue states don't have to worry about so many fucking bounty hunters? You notice how the red states are just grabbing people up and most of these people are unmasked? There's a reason for that. It's because they know they can't go into a blue state and do that. Ain't nobody coming into New York City trying to snatch up a wife and kids or a woman with their kids. That shit ain't gonna rock in New York City.
Let me
Ain't
tell you
nobody,
what
you gonna
happened.
don't. That's when you really gonna see the National Guard come out when New York City tries to handle that shit. Then that's when I wouldn't be surprised if they actually unleashed the New York.
You know, a couple of weeks ago, when the Chicago Bears played the Buffalo Bills, well, like I tell you, I'm a motor coach operator, and I carry whatever team plays the Bears at the home games. I'm one of the drivers that pick up the opposing team. So we had 3 of the buses lined up on the first lane, waiting for to start loading. When I see these white vans pull up, but they have the first van says Chicago PD, and there was other white vans, and then there's a one behind, and I go, oh, I wonder if that's ICE. But then I noticed the drivers didn't have masks, so I knew it wasn't.
Yeah, that's an easy way to tell. And then you got
They
people
were
like this
there to
over
pick up
here.
the Thunderbirds.
Like, who is this guy? Like, bro, look at this. Imagine this, that you wanna be Krillin. Your page is Krillin. Bro, you like the 5th person in the whole DBZ, if you're even 5th. And that's who you sympathize for? We can tell you a loser. I was like, bro, you got all the Goku and you chose Krillin, of all people. But I'm not educated. Imagine telling me that look at this statement. Hosts fail to realize people in the red state are liberals to right and have liberal governors. How are you a red state if you got a liberal governor?
Not only that, he's only got 25 followers. I wonder why nobody wants to follow him.
I was just like, how you that dumb that you just said that you are a red state but have a Democratic governor? No. Alabama, Republican. Republican everything. Mississippi, Republican everything. What else?
Texas,
Texas, Republican everything.
Hot Wheels.
West Virginia, Republican everything. Florida, Republican everything. I was like, damn, you got Republican governor, Republican Senate, Republican Congress, yet you can't call yourself man enough to take accountability for your own failures.
You're stolen.
My man said, I was just like, I'm sorry that I'm a real actual veteran and you here just trying to fucking get some credibility. It's okay, bro. It's okay. It's okay. I was just like, these people, it's like you hit a sore spot with some of these people sometimes when you like talk to them and they just be like, oh my God. I was just like, I'm going to call up names because I think that's going to be the best thing to crash out because clearly he knows what he's talking about and he just made me look stupider than I actually am. Because at least come in here and say something that don't make you look stupid so that the first statement you make is something that goes completely against everything you just said. And then you have to try to resort to name calling and gaslighting because of how stupid and ignorant you made yourself look. Ain't that crazy? That's wild. That's a crazy fucking way of putting shit together. It was just like Republican states have Republican governors.
Except for Kentucky.
Kentucky has
Andy Beshear.
Democratic governor?
Yes.
Oh. Have they improved in the past time since he's been governor? Because I know Kansas has improved because you have a Democratic governor. But she's actually fighting to not make this place go to shit. It was like, Jenna, it's I don't even concern myself with these people because the thing is like they come in just to talk shit because they know they don't have anything else of value to say. It was like they have to talk shit because the thing is when you have too many educated people in a certain area, that's a threat to them. If you got too many liberals in a certain position, that's automatically a threat for them because they know the conversation is not going to be had with them. So they need to feel some sort of importance. So it's just like, if I call him names, he's going to crash out. I was just like, bro, you making these statements over a computer.
Right.
I'm scared. Why? I'm going to crash out. Why? I'm going to give a damn what you got to say. Why exactly? It's just like these people don't understand that. It's just like these people come in thinking it's just like, oh my God, this is no, it's not going to happen that way. You've tried your best to be funny. You suck at it. You tried your best to gaslight. You suck at it. You tried your best to actually be called a Republican. They don't even like you. Like, I don't even know what else to fucking say at this point.
They don't have any facts to argue with. All they do is name call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they want you to be like, hey, let me up real quick. Let me up real quick. So what? So that you can crash out and try to be louder than me and I'm the host? Nah, bro, I'm not going to waste my time. Like, I was just like, maybe that works on your fucking MAGA lives where you have multiple people trying to talk against people. I was just like, I don't need Vegas or Mom to try to defend me. Really, they will defend themselves if they need to, and I defend myself. It was just like, we don't have to resort to talking shit, but if we have to, we have no problem with it. We just know we're not going to be the ones crying or reporting about it. That's basically it. Because I don't think the only time I think I've reported somebody is just like if they just said some like racist shit like straight up. And I was just like, okay, yeah, report. And then TikTok will be like, no, I don't, because TikTok will be like, we didn't find anything that was against the terms of service or guidelines. I was like, really? So he said something racist and you didn't see anything wrong with that? Okay. But then I say something like, free Palestine, and I'm fucking the outcast.
Right.
Then I'm the one that's wrong.
Have you listened to Newsmax? I mean, I only heard because somebody posted it. They lie to them so badly, and they just eat it up. That's why I pity
you know that they got sued the same way that Fox did for lying?
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, they did. They filed a lawsuit against them, and they had to pay out, and they made a settlement, but it wasn't as much as Fox. Fox was, I think, like $787 million they had to pay for
Yeah,
their lying.
yeah.
And I think these people were like around, it was the 70 to 80 range that they had to pay. Oh, 67 million. See, I was 70 to 80 range. That was close. So 67 million they had to pay. And it was just like people forget that Newsmax is part of Donald Trump.
Right.
You notice the people, the ones that are saying the lies, they're not doing it on the stations that are licensed. They're only doing it on the streaming services because those aren't how do you say, they're not licensed, so they can say whatever the heck they want.
That's why most people are going off apps and it just because you gotta. The thing is like it sucks because it's like you need social media to grow, but at the same time you need to be able to create and have your own platform. You have to do it. You're gonna have to do it. If you actually want to make a voice and say stuff, you have to make your own platform. If you're gonna run for Congress or you're gonna run for politics, you have to make your own platform. Because on here, they're not gonna make sure to put you out there, especially if it goes against what they got to say. Because if I noticed, it was just like I followed a bunch of Democrats that say they're running for Congress. Not because I'm going to vote for them, because I can't, because they're not from my state, but I just want to pay attention to what they're saying and what they're going through in their place, whether what state it is. Because it's like, hey, it's like, damn, that's another Democrat. Oh, y'all from the same state. Y'all probably know each other. Maybe y'all should join up or something like that, just to do it like that. But I was just like, no, you don't see that.
You know, how do they not realize? You know, Joe Biden had only 4 years, you know, in office. Yet Trump was impeached twice during that time, and all the 4 years that Biden was in office, oh,
They
we're
couldn't
going to
impeach him.
impeach him. We're going to impeach him. Well, where's the impeachment? You know, they've had
As-
plenty of time that they've been in power. Where's
Is
the
that
impeachment?
that's the thing, is that they use that scare tactic the whole time, and the thing is that MAGA, since they don't have any critical thinking ability, falls for it. Every single thing that this administration has done so far since Trump took over again has been just basically gaslighting Democrats and basically lying to Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no way
And
around you're
Hillary, I
not going to
haven't
say
seen
that.
her handcuffed. I haven't seen her put in jail.
You haven't seen
They've
anything
been
because
there
they
for
keep on coming
10
with
years.
bullshit investigations. Oh, we're going to investigate the Obama administration for this. Bro, why we investigating Obama and we got criminals right now in this office lying about fucking files that are fucking complicit or they may be complicit with? Because last I checked, this would be obstruction of justice in any fucking court.
It would.
Yeah.
But no, nothing there. No obstruction of justice. No nothing. No obstructing of evidence. Y'all just hiding shit. Yeah, they asked for the documents and then y'all didn't even send them all the documents unredacted. And y'all didn't think they were gonna notice that? But Republicans will be like, "Oh no, we're not hiding anything." Why not give out the files?
Right.
Not the thing is Jeanette. The thing is that they're gonna go to. It's not. I don't know about if they're gonna go to jail, but they're gonna get theirs. It's gonna happen. Like this whole,
I
One
can't
way
they're
or
wait till the
trying.
another.
Nuremberg trials happen.
They're trying to bury this list as much as possible, and they're trying to throw whatever they can to basically make sure that MAGA continues to go against the liberals or give it to the liberals because they're winning so much. That's all they're doing. All they're doing is fucking little distractions here,
Enraging
distractions
them.
there, and it's just like nothing has come from MAGA because the thing is everything that was promised to them they haven't gotten.
Right.
But you know,
And
DC crime is bad.
Mm-hmm. The criminal saying that DC crime is bad. The irony.
DC crime is bad. Oh, and matter of fact, the one thing that has really fucking irked me over this fucking weekend, I haven't made a video on it yet, I was about to, was this whole fucking kids being deported shit.
Yeah, these children, yeah. In San Antonio.
Can we get confirmation from the Guatemalan government that they were going to get these kids? Because who the fuck deports kids?
Demons.
Not even like you were saying that they were like parents and their kids. No, you just rounded up kids and said you were gonna fly them out.
They want to make sure they don't grow up and be adults, brown adults here.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out. So basically, you're telling me with all these people that you were trying to deport kids, are these kids citizens? Because is it that you grabbed them up and they were citizens? Because the thing is you were mad at the fact that their parents got deported, but they were citizens. So now you were just trying to sneak these citizens out and send them back to Guatemala, even though you're not even sure if that was it. But yeah, Jeanette, like as always, the family values were always for the kids, this, and that, but they awfully quiet about kids being shipped out. Mind you, they don't even know if they're legal or not, because the thing is if they're not getting due process, imagine a kid that don't know any better. You think they're going to give them the same fucking benefit of the doubt? Who's that kid going to call? A lawyer? Who the fuck they going to call? Oh, just like, yeah, but MAGA's awfully quiet about that shit. MAGA stays quiet with anything that fucking sounds fishy or just doesn't sound right. MAGA will stay fucking quiet and they'll just try to sweep it under the rug and talk about something else. I was like, the dude's been missing, has a black spot on his hand, but nothing about his health. Nothing about these kids.
Right.
It was just like you sending kids, you deporting kids. Because the thing is you didn't say adults. So they're all under 18. Because you would have said minors, if anything.
Right.
But these
And
sound
let's
like they're
talk
just
about the
kids.
people that carry out these things in Trump's name. What kind of decency, how bad of a person are they that they couldn't get a regular job? They had to get a job doing the
It's not
mission.
even that, Mom. It's the fact that it's just like you ain't even giving up your job. You ain't even blowing the whistle on this shit. You just being complicit in it. It's like there's one thing that you saying that you following orders, but bro, you mean to tell me that somebody told you, hey, you're gonna fucking deport all these fucking kids and you didn't bring up a why? Or any kind of questions? There you would just following orders. That's where that fucking bullshit excuse is not gonna work. Cause you literally could have said, yo, I'm not taking these kids out of here.
Right.
But you had no problem yanking these people out of fucking detention camp, internment camp, whatever the fuck you want to call them. And you just snatch kids, put them all on the plane, and you were just gonna ship them out. And who's gonna keep track of them? Because y'all can't even keep track of the people that they supposedly fucking deported now.
Yeah.
But MAGA's
No, but they want to blame.
quiet.
They want to say the Biden administration lost kids. They're
It's
trying
always-
to blame.
It's always Biden this, always Biden that. But Biden was doing the same thing that these people have been asking for, which was deporting people. But they had a problem with that too.
Mhm.
So which one fucking is it? Because
Exactly.
Biden was deporting people also. He let a lot of people in, but he was also deporting people out.
Yet he was in the basement asleep all that time, don't you know? I mean, he was superhuman. He could be a Sleepy Joe, the head of a crime
Mhm.
family, and
It's
do
like-
all this other thing.
I was like, these people, it's just amazing the thought process that these people go through to actually think that. It was just like you actually sat down and thought that these people did this. They went through due process. They actually verified and seen if people had legal status or not. Actually took them to court to see if they needed asylum or not. And then those that didn't got deported. The same thing that Barack Obama did. Shit, the crazy thing is Donald Trump did the exact same thing his first fucking administration.
Mm-hmm.
So all of a sudden, his administration went from we have and we will give due process to everybody to now all of a sudden we're not going to give due process to everybody. Mind you, immigrants have been stealing Republicans' jobs for the past fucking 30 decades.
Mhm.
Every single
them
fucking
sell it.
Republican is just like, oh my God, these immigrants keep taking your jobs. They keep taking Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security, WIC, SNAP, fucking, your fucking EBT card, fucking your car, or you're like this other idiot earlier, gets robbed 4 times and stays exactly the same. Like, come on, bro. These people just fucking dumb, bro. That dude was just like, if somebody robs you 2 times, you think on the third time you gonna try to change up what you doing to try to maybe get some mace or buy a pew pew or something? If you got robbed two
Exactly.
times, no. This dude came in here talking about he got robbed 4 times because DC crime was so bad.
Hmm.
Like,
He
bro,
was really trying to talk some shit, and he just ended up like screwing himself over. He just ended up embarrassing himself.
Did you
yeah, I
tell
was
him to
just,
take the sign behind his back that said "Rob me" off?
no, I just, he must have put it on his damn truck or something because that's what he was complaining about. It's like, bro, it's happened to you 4 times, meaning you didn't do anything the first, second, or third time to try to change the situation, but you're gonna blame somebody else for you not doing or taking any kind of mitigating factor to actually benefit yourself. It's the MAGA trait. It's just like, hey, I'm gonna do this. Oh shit, I'm gonna fail. You know what? I'm gonna blame that person. Bro, what? It's like, no, that's not how it works. Donald Trump is key to all of that. It was just like, oh, the economy was terrible because of Joe Biden. But then he put the tariffs, and then he made that whole money when he manipulated the market and said, oh, everybody buy now. He made all that money. It's just like, oh, yes, this is my economy. Then the shit started dropping down again toward the tariffs. It went back to Biden. Like, how the fuck do you lose and gain? Like the ability to say it's your economy, his economy, but then you're doing things that directly affect the economy, and then you're gonna be like, I don't know, bro. Like that shit made no fucking sense to me. It's just like you can't go, but then MAGA doesn't pay attention to that. So that's why it's like I don't know if these people have amnesia or what it is, because it's just like we know they listen to Donald Trump, but somehow they never hear what he says.
It's just
Right.
whatever he says goes, and not to think twice about it. Just say
But that's the
yes.
thing
That's
is
it.
like even then they forget when you call them out on it. Cause
Hmm.
remember when I kept on calling out about like, hey, there's 77 million of y'all that voted for Donald Trump, meaning y'all were all 18 and of legal
Yep.
age. There's 70 million TikTok users, so let's just say that's half is Republican, right, or MAGA. So you mean to tell me 35
Hmm.
million people were not able to show me a picture or a video
Right.
of gas dropping down to $1.98?
Right.
Is it? Didn't
Like
they
they would
just
talk the shit in the comments, but they can't back it up and prove it.
it was just like, ain't didn't the White House? I think the White House posted something because for some reason it's showing up on my Facebook feed. I was just like, I've never seen the White House post before. All of a sudden it's on my Facebook feed, and it was just like, oh, gas prices have been lower than they have since 2021. I was just like, they really gloating about having $3 gas right now? Like you gloating
Right.
about
Like
$3
that's
gas,
something
like.
to gloat.
Your shit was supposedly $1.98, but you mean to tell me you gloating and talking hot shit like, oh, everybody's gonna have a great weekend this weekend and gas is over $3. Like, bro, what? Now, I try
Right.
reading a Trump speech. The thing is, it's just like I don't want like. It was like you were there, you saw it on TV, you heard it, but then somehow when I repeated it and I called you out on the same bullshit he said, he didn't say that. Is it like the Trump Bible that got different verses or something? Like I don't know. Like I'm starting to I'm trying to I get confused sometimes just trying to pay attention. It was just like I read the executive order. I see what the executive order says. Like the fact that it's going to be a year in jail if you burn the flag. But you mean to tell me that you didn't know that burning the flag was okay?
I wore a Gulf of Mexico
T-shirt.
T-shirt to a restaurant the other day, and as I'm going in the door, this guy goes, "Oh, I thought it was Gulf of America." I said, "Nope, it's Gulf of Mexico. Always has been, always will be."
Like
I
none of these
told him an
dumbass.
executive order is not a law.
Yeah, that's what it's just people don't understand that. It's just like that's what's the bad part about MAGA also is that they don't understand that an executive order is not a law. It is basically something that the president would like to either change the law for or create a law for through Congress. So basically, yeah, we want to do what did we do? We want to do We want to benefit. We want to bring safety into our country because this immigration invasion of MS-13 and Tres de Aguas, right? So then, what did he do? He said it was a state of emergency, which he put that as an executive order, which allowed him then to use an actual law, which basically was there as the Aliens Enemy Act. So he used one part of the law to justify using an actual law. So basically, his executive order didn't do anything. All it did was give him access to actually use a law that was in place. Meaning that if he doesn't have that executive order and that bullshit justification, he would have never been able to use the Alien Enemies Act. And that's what people get confused about it. So it's just like, MAGA will just think that, oh, he announced this, that's what's going to happen. No, bro, because if that was the case, why don't he just say everybody got free healthcare?
Right.
Why can't he say no tax on tips? Why didn't he do no tax on overtime fully? You notice how all of a sudden he doesn't have the power to do anything, but then all of a sudden he can't do what he said he was going to do for you?
That, and he doesn't remember signing any executive order that they asked him about.
Stephen Miller. The thing about Stephen Miller is that people they keep on giving him this thing because the thing is he talks like this with his fucking head motion, can't fucking stay still with his hand thing, and it says the same stupid shit, and it's just hatred, don't make no sense, and it's just like, bro, why doesn't somebody fact check him live?
Why doesn't somebody punch him in the face?
That we'll get to that part, Vegas. We'll get to that. We'll get there. But somebody got to call him out first so that he can get loud and then he gets punched in the face.
Well, the reason that Trump even knew about the auto pen is because he uses it. Steve Miller does.
Yeah, Donald Trump ain't signing none of this shit. Donald Trump is old. Donald Trump know he dying. Donald Trump is just basically the play part there, that what he's doing is like, look, I'm trying to make sure that my family is well off for the upcoming future. I don't give a fuck about y'all. I know I'm dying. Ain't nobody gonna tell me he got a black spot on his hand and he's perfectly fine. Not never. Nobody.
And cankles.
You fucking swollen. You got fucking spots on your hand because of bruising. You fucking can't even put your makeup on straight and you look pale as shit like you ain't fucking feeling well. Like, come on, bro. It's just you don't have that kind of a fucking spray tan that you mean to tell me your whole face and your side of your neck is two completely fucking different textures. Nah, bro. You ain't gonna tell me that bullshit. That was just like, I seen a video of somebody that said that, oh.
Now, allegedly, this is the same. Go ahead.
No, what they're saying is I saw
my
like
bad,
the doctor, I saw like a doctor was saying, the same one that said that it was like, oh, this is like a medical condition and stuff like that. They're saying that he said that in his journal, because the thing is there's always a medical report that's given out when it comes to the president. So basically, he's saying that the medications that are in this report basically show that he's taking, I think, is like aspirin all the time. One of them is for like cardiovascular issues, and the other one I think is like to stop a stroke or some shit. So it's just like, because it's just like, he was just like, taking aspirin every day. If you're taking aspirin every day, that means that you probably have high blood pressure or you have some sort of fucking cardiology issue. Or he was basically saying that with new evidence now, they're trying to thin his blood out. Yeah. And that's what it says. So they're saying that maybe it's just because he's had a stroke prior, or they're trying to prevent another one from happening. That's why they continue to put him on that medication. I was just like, sometimes there's experts that know these things, and those are the people you tend to listen to. Not like RFK. The guy that can't even talk well, but somehow he's the fucking guy. What was it that he was just like, what is it? What was it that he said that, oh, I see all these kids and they're dealing with mitochondrial issues. And then it's just like you hear every doctor and every doctor's like, bro, we never got taught that shit or talked about it because we know that shit wasn't going to work. It wasn't real. It was just somebody always trying to sell you some like supplements or some shit is what they said. I was like, dang. I was like, this is another used up Carl salesman fucking trying to tell you all this shit. And it was just like, vaccines are bad. They cause autism. They do this. But all of a sudden, all this shit is going on with the meat and everything, and you mean to tell me because of RFK everything has changed? All this, man. Have
Right.
y'all seen those videos of fucking people like cooking chicken and like beef? Have y'all started seeing those videos, or have y'all seen that? Have those popped up on your TikTok? It's literally
What's
like
happening?
somebody. It's literally like they're buying chicken, right? And they show
Uh,
the chicken, and the chicken is just like, when you're trying to take apart chicken, that shit does not just peel the fuck apart. You have to like at least cut
Right.
into
right.
it no, they were just like
Yeah.
peeling it. Raw chicken. They were just like peeling it apart. And then
Ew.
another one was just like they were cooking beef. And I think I forget, one video I saw was from like I think it was from like Publix. They bought like a brisket or some shit. And you can see that the meat just doesn't look like meat. It's just like,
Ew.
yeah.
Mm.
I started, those videos came across my thing for some reason. I was just like, because the thing is me, I buy my beef, but it's just like I buy half a cow.
Right.
I buy half a cow, and that's about like 350 pounds of meat. Fresh, fed in the farm. I know the farmers. They feed it direct feed, no hormones, no nothing. It's just straight beef. And then you look at these videos, and they're like, man, this is fucking terrible. And then the fact that beef is going outrageous right now too, so that makes you wonder. It's just like, I'm just saying, everybody gotta watch what they eat right
Synthetic
now.
chicken.
I was like, look, this is gonna be an issue
AI
going
chicken.
forward. That's what it is.
They're
It's
gonna-
probably genetically modified or something, or they trying to add something to grow it faster so that it just grows faster so that they can sell it faster.
Yeah. Or bigger.
Or bigger, yeah, because that's what I said about the fucking the strawberries I would buy. The strawberries usually, small decent sized strawberry, ain't nothing crazy. And then all of a sudden I started going to the store and it was just these mammoth ass fucking looking like an apple strawberry. I was like, bro, that shit ain't real. I don't give a fuck what you trying to tell me. Strawberries are not supposed to grow that fucking big. And you're not gonna tell me that your whole farm just has fucking strawberries this fucking huge. Nah, bro. This shit ain't real. It was just like, I stopped buying this shit. Started buying the small ones. It was like, I'll take the smaller portions.
You know, if
I'm
you
not
eat
buying
if you eat those big ones, your balls will get bigger.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You might grow a third one, mom. Fuck all that shit. Those shits, I saw them.
my
Just, I was
goodness.
just like, I'm like, this shit just doesn't look. It's just like, because the thing is, you start looking at. That's why I've always started looking at the food, because it was just like, bro, how
You
they
need to
making
start
this
looking
shit?
outside the country.
You just got to start looking where you shop at. It's just like, because the thing is this is where these like farmers markets and shit like that. That's where you need to start buying from. Like when you go like in New York City, there you could go into like Chinatown, and Chinatown always had like fresh produce and shit like that. Well, you don't even know what it is, but it would be cheaper to get, but it looked healthier and cleaner
Right.
than it was in the fucking store. Because the thing is these people, you see it, it was just like, look, if they don't maintain it, the shit goes bad. It's not
Right.
some shit that gets thrown with like a whole bunch of preservatives and shit to make it continue to look nice and all that shit. I was just like, and then the price is going up on everything, but it is what it is, man. We just gotta look, as y'all just gotta prepare. These next couple of months, I'm telling you, it's gonna get rough. Make sure y'all
Yeah,
buy
I need to
only
get my
what y'all
damn
need.
passport.
Make sure to buy only what you need. Go use your Second Amendment right. And that's what I keep telling everybody. Everybody go get. I don't give a damn if you don't like them. Never wanted one. I don't give a shit. Go get one. Go get one. No matter what you're doing, go get one. Have one in your home. Learn how to use it. Train with it. Go to a range. Find it. Get yourself and make sure you have the Second Amendment right. Because the thing is that's the one thing that in Germany they didn't have. Those people didn't have Second Amendment rights. They didn't have weapons. Here, it's a free country. It's your fucking right. Because you know how MAGA likes to fucking emphasize on that. So make sure you fucking use it. Make sure to use
Right.
it, because then they going to think twice when they start seeing that, damn, liberals do have guns. What are we going to do now? They can actually fight back. But
And they're probably more well trained.
yeah, because they forget that Democrats are also in the military, but I guess different wars, I guess. I don't know. But whatever, y'all. But, I appreciate y'all. I'm going to call it. I got to work on this website. I got to update shit so I can get this streaming. Because on the 13th, we already know there's going to be massive changes. They might
So
ban
I'll
my
get
account.
that video out to you.
Yes, please do. I'll do that. I'll keep y'all posted and I'll let y'all know. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be good.